Check 1 2, check 1 2. Yes, sir. Check 1, check 2. Yeah. What it look like? What it look like? Yeah, there we go. Get us rocking and rolling. Know y'all up in halfway through your work day, or getting through that hump day. Big Toyo gonna help you get through. You might got your headphones on at work. Salute the wolf. RBG, you already. Salute, Northern Association. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Toyo gonna help y'all get through the day. Growing with soul, soul power. Salute, bro. You already know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See what I got going on here. There you go. Hey, if anybody want to join that, how the Mayday dudes didn't know he had Eli Jr. and Bundy, Bundy sitting in him. Oh no, Northern Association. You know, it's so much information flying around these days, man. Oh my goodness, people get dizzy during the day. It's so much information, man. It's like an information overload right now, man. I ain't even gonna lie. It been so much information kicked out these last couple years, man, and all the lies being exposed. I don't even know what kind of dogs I got. I just can say they some good dogs. Looking at them and say, man, I, make you just be like, man, hey, what can you say, man? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Know what to call. I don't know what to call what no more. Don't know what to call what no more. I ain't tripping off of it. Yes, sir. Them dudes ain't even know either Junior and Buddy son was in them. Mm-mm-mm. But brother M1, salute. Yes, sir. Salute. Crazy to me, ready to fight and don't know what's in them. They flood of information we don't know what's in them. Truth is, you ain't lying about that, bro. You ain't lying about that. Niggas ready rumble over that type stuff nowadays, boy. It's crazy out this joker. Crazy out this joker, man. But that's the love for the dogs, though. I guess that's what you call it, the love for the dogs. Tim, Big Tim, what's happening? I like my dogs, regardless of the myths, the lies, the rumors, or whatever. That's what I like, Tim. That's what I like. I needed that. I needed that, Tim. I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said that no better. Mm-mm-mm. Don't mind me if I get quiet. Y'all can go ahead and talk to each other. I might be rolling up. That's what I'm ready to spit this out. Help y'all get through. Now, for real, for real. I wanted to ask y'all. I wanted to really ask y'all. I was gonna name the title something else, but I say I figure I help y'all get through. That's better. That might get y'all come over because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I know y'all. Some of y'all working, sneaking and shit, listening, or maybe y'all could do that shit where y'all can have the headphones on and rock. But anyway, check it. The thing I was on was like, "What's up? What's better? Like, you know what I mean? Or let's talk about it. Is the hands the hands versus the bloodlines. All right, like basically like the persons, the owners of the dogs and what they do with the dogs or whatever, versus the actual bloodlines. Versus all the bloodlines. Is it which more y'all put y'all weight in the people's hands, good hands? How much value is the good hands versus the bloodlines? Talk to me. Now first. I'll shoot it out first. My opinion, and I know it's gonna start some conversation, but my opinion is, yeah, salute. So salute said both. Salute. So okay. My opinion, I'm a lean towards the hands to start it off. I'm gonna lean towards the hands, and some of my reasons why, before people start debating with me or jumping up here and all that type of stuff, starting conversation. Some of the reasons why is I think the hands is what make some of the bloodlines be called something good or bad. I think the hands is the ones that make a bloodline kind of. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. The hands make you want know what that bloodline is or whatever. It's the hands. It's the hands. That's where I'm at with it. Y'all holler at me. Holler at me. Just try just try and start some shit. That's all. Just all. What about them hands, man? What about them hands? Yes, sir. Pitbull and prospecting. Salute. All right, Pitbulls and prospectors. You agree with me 100 right now, but when these boys start beating me upside my head, I'm gonna see how quiet you get. I just told you. I kept a couple other reasons in the holster though, just when they come in swinging. But basically, I say the hands, man. I say the hands. I say the hands. I'm leaning more towards the hands. Boom, boom, boom. I say it was always the hands. I even go further than that. I say it was always the hands. You know? Boom, boom, boom. Just kicking it with y'all. Salute to y'all Bulldogs, though. Yes, sir. The link is in the chat for anybody that want to come in. Like I said, if I pause or nothing, y'all could just bounce stuff off each other. Don't mind me. I'm probably going to be rolling up. Yes, sir. Oh. Tim Hendricks, all right. Salute that, Tim. Tim said, send your son to his uncle for the summer, and he acts better with him than he does at home. Northern Association. Hands and eyes, more important than me. Someone can have a good bloodline, but a bad eye and two bad hands. Salute that. Salute that. Same with the dogs, Tim. I feel you. I feel you. I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. Seem like we rocking and rolling right now. When them other boys come in and start talking to us, what I mean? We got some stuff lined up for them. We already visualizing. Seem like y'all visualizing the same thing I'm visualizing. It's good hands. Good hands. What's up? What's up, Lil J? Good hands almost get uh you almost could get any out. You could get out any line with good hands. Shit. Good hands make a line. Good hands. Soon as somebody start talking bad about a line, whatever that good old hands and eyes come out of nowhere, grab one of them jokers that everybody was talking about, change that whole line around. People be like, ho, I like Bloom so and so or Bloom. I like people say this about that bloodline, but man, I don't care. That motherfucker, what's his name? Well, he had some good ones. You know what I mean? Those the hands. Those the hands. Yeah. Where the bloodline boys at that says the bloodline? Right now we winning. The hands is winning. right now over the bloodlines. We got one. We got one soul pass. Salute Supreme. My fault, bro. Soul pass said both. You know, we let him slide with the both. He ain't want. He ain't want. You know, he just said both. He felt safe with that. We let him get away with that. We gonna see how long he's saying both. He gonna stay neutral throughout this whole thing. Right now, in the winnings, I say the hands is winning right now. As far as this conversation right now, to the bloodline people, get a whiff of what we talking about. But we eating good right now. We clapping with the hands. Yes, yeah, it's the hands. Salute the hands. Yes. Know what I mean? You know, and that influence, since we winning, let's talk about it, gentlemen. Since that's us, it's us about us. You know, the influences, you know what I mean? The better the person, the better the dog. You know, that's going with the hands. That's in the hands category, right? You know what I mean? As we get better, we can make these dogs better. At least we can have a better eye, and you know, we step our game up a better eye and do more research, and then we can recognize the lacks in the dog. And see, we collecting data, we jewel collectors. You know, we ain't just saying we got the best shit here. We getting that eye and that research to see, oh man, boom, you know, this and that, being able to critique your own stuff and keep on trying to make better dogs, trying to make them, you know, through your critiques and all that. You know, you might not be able to freak the critiques at first. You know, you might realize you're going into stumbling blocks. These is all hands. This is data we getting by making mistakes and all that type stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just going with the hands. I don't know. But you know, the bloodlines, I feel as though the bloodlines, they gotta wait till we do all this and then come back and tell them the data for them to start whatever they doing, you know, but they waiting for our data. They waiting for the hands to tell them something. You know, that's where I'm going with it. Let me see. Good hands can turn nothing into something. Yes, sir, Wolf. Yes, sir. Salute, my bro. Salute the king. Salute the king T. Salute the whole cat brothers too. Yes, sir. Yeah, we was talking about the hands versus the bloodlines, King T. You know what I mean? Which you want you lean more weight towards? You know, the hands. That's, you know, we checking you at the door because it's just the hands club so far. And one say the hands too. This the hands club so far. You know, we wait. You know, we ain't seen no bloodliners yet. Just saying it's about the bloodline and stuff. We saluting the hands right now. That's why we sitting back chilling, feeling real good about ourselves. Talking about how we influence the dogs. You know what I mean? It don't matter what bloodlines we get. We know good dogs because we put hands on them and try to make good dogs. You know what I mean? Some of us, some of us can't afford to keep on going to the mall, going to the dog mall and keep on being able to spend our money on the best thing that's popping after everybody then after the hands then been put on them and they decide the hands then decided who's the top line out here. Then everybody that got money go run over there to the mall and go get that jump. Nah, niggas that be having to, you know, that money gets accounted for and all that type of stuff. We gotta use our hands. We gotta use our hands. And we only get a good dog when we get a good dog. We can't just run and go buy something else. We can't just go running buy something else or whatever. Nah, shit. And you know, sometimes we got build. We got build. We got build. You know, we got to be quiet, build, let everybody run to the store, come back with their new Jordans on and stuff, and their new cars and squealing wheels on us and all that. We still in the garage, can't even bring ours out yet. You know what I mean? But the work, the hands is at work. The hands is at work. You know what I mean? You know, you bringing something out that puppy. You already early. You bringing something out that puppy. You know what I mean? That by the time one of your jumps get grown, y'all got a whole language y'all got between each other. These the hands. These the hands, man. These the hands. Bruce, salute Bruce. Tim Hendrick. I work at the barbershop. Everyone in there don't cut the same, even though we in the same spot. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody y'all drawing, y'all artists with the haircuts and stuff. Y'all artists. So yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Of course it's gonna be different. Salute, Tim. We make the bloodlines. We make the breeders. We make the breeders. You know what I mean? We do all that. You know, we do all that type stuff. The hands and stuff. We the people that really love these dogs, putting hands on them. You know what I mean? And salute to those guys that can keep on going to the mall and stuff. Because sometimes we need our brothers like that. You need the money, so you need even if you ain't the one with the money to keep going to the mall, whatever. You still want to be around. You still want to have a money getter around you or somebody that you know that can do that type stuff. If it's just not for you to be able to see what they be chasing, you know what I mean. You might not can't get none of it, but you can see what they showing off with. You know what I mean. And you already know because you hands on. You know what you got at your shit. You know what I mean. So already you know how you critique your shit. You got top standards. So a lot of times when you see them coming home with them new Jordans and shit like that, you be laughing like shit, like man, all right. You be like, all right, that's what's up. Or sometimes it be like, damn, them Jones is hot. Them Jones is hot though. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. You waiting for yours to come out. You waiting for yours to come out. You dig? You waiting for yours to come out. And it's not really a wait because it's always working. You know what I mean? It's so it's not really a wait, you know, it's a wait to different levels. Whereas though, okay, one level is working without you. You're not on that level yet, but you still working at your level. Just stay working. You stay working until, and then the doors are open for you for different levels. You know, different levels. That's how I feel. You stay working even if you on whatever level you on. As long as you stay working, you don't stay stagnant. You stay working. Same thing applies to the dog. Yes, sir. The hands versus the bloodlines. Is it the hands or is it the bloodlines? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. The link in the chat. Anybody want to come up? I'm rolling up there. So Bruce Banner said the bloodline. All right, we got a bloodline, man, in here. We got a bloodline in here. All right. Well, you heard us chopping it up, Mr. Banner. You heard us chopping it up. What do you have? Can you tell us, or would you like to share why you think it's the bloodline over the hands? You lean toward more the bloodline? Salute to Mr. Banner. Hands make the bloodline. I meant more the dog. Bruce said more the dog. Okay, more the dog. Let's see where we gonna put him at with that, y'all. How we gonna put him at with that? Since he said it's more the dog. So I feel him what he's saying. So we gotta find out where to put him at though. Since he said the dog, we saying hands versus the bloodlines. So he throwing out there it's the dog. So where we putting him at is we putting putting him on the bloodlines. So what is he saying? Let's say what he's saying. That's or if he can explain to us more. Okay, bloodline irrelevant. Start with a good one and tune in. Okay, well it seemed like he more. I think that statement he just made right there is more with the hands. It strays with the blood. Something he's saying. I don't know. I don't know. He trying to confuse us, y'all. That bloodline, the bloodline irrelevant. Start with a good one and tune in. All right. That statement to me, let me put that up. That statement to me leans more to our side, gentlemen, the hands to me. Cause I'm looking at words start with a good one. Okay. What is considered a good one if ain't no hands been on them or whatever? Hands act like what is a good one? A good one just become good without the hands? He brung up a good question. Can a good one be a good one without somebody's hands on them, without any? Can you just have a good one by just feeding that joker, putting him on the chain, making sure that he getting fed every day? You ain't doing nothing extra to embed anything in this dog or nothing like that. He just a good one. Now I know it's dogs like that you ain't had to do nothing with Joker. The joke just was a good one. But this what we saying? I mean, this is what we saying. I'm just trying to make some sense out of what's going on. Cause he said the dog and got us down a rabbit hole with the dog. Now, well, I jumped in the rabbit hole with Bruce Banner. I think I jumped in the rabbit hole with Bruce Banner real quick. And, he said, cause to me, I'm trying to put him with the hand side, saying you know, he respecting the hands. You know, that's what I think he's saying, but he might not want to say it. Cause I mean, like, to find a good one, some hands got to be involved. Some hands got to be involved. That's what I'm saying, Bruce. While we in this rabbit hole, can we come back up with the people and say that we fucking with the hands, or me and you and this motherfucker still looking for answers? Holla at me. Salute the pressure. What's up, bro? Question was the hands versus the bloodlines. Pressure. What you leaning towards more, the hands or is it the bloodlines? Every dog gonna get its day. Gotta stay dedicated. All right now. Bruce said no. No, no to what? Bruce said no, no to what? He just said no. Bruce just said no. Fuck it. It's a balance, man. Man and dog. Okay, that's two over there. So he basically with Brother Soul. He basically with Brother Soul saying both. He basically with Brother Soul saying both. So we got two of them saying both now. You know. So I don't know if y'all gonna try to make they is where they at with it. Salute to them. They saying both. They ain't putting no more worth in neither one of them. They ain't putting neither one over the other. You know, that's what they saying. Salute to them. They being safe. They being safe. I jumped out there to start the convo. I said the hands. Pressure say the hands too. That's what's up. Get that man whatever he drinking. Get that man whatever he drinking. We got the hands going on. All lines have great quality dogs. Yes, but how do you find out that? Was it hands that was able to tell you these dogs was quality dogs? Was his hands that told you these dogs was bullshit? You know, you know we, we go back and forth with it, right? We go back and forth with it because of course, we don't want to get big headed. We don't want to make ourselves big headed and think, oh, we the ones that make the dogs great, right? We do be doing that, right? So that's what we be trying not to do, get the big balloon head, right? But like, you got to still put some respect on the hands though, man. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, salute the dog and all that. We want to put the dog first and all that shit. But I'm here to clap for the niggas that bring the best out them dogs, man. And that's some work too. And they need to be saluted too, because I feel as though they the ones that made bloodlines popular. They the ones that turn bloodlines from people talking bad about them to people starting to be like, oh, okay, it's the hands. Okay, that wasn't nothing wrong with that line. I'm starting to see dogs is where, who you get them from, the man behind the dog and all that. So salute the hands that's fighting back, that's saying, ho, ho. We salute the dog, but man, hold up, man. I'm the one that turned that dog in that that dude didn't think was nothing and all that and whatever, whatever. And now they hollering at, yeah, it's things like that that go on more often than not. You know, the breeders be having the eyes and stuff for their own stuff and all that type stuff, but a lot of times it's not them breeders that end up with the dog. I would like the numbers on the actual breeder that actually kept the right dog, or was it always somebody else that the breeder sold the dog to, that dog that them hands made that dog good? Even you understand what I'm saying? And that breeder end up staying in contact with the hands, or are these breeders the ones that have these eyes and they the experts at these things? um you would think if they really had the formula, to me it's no formula, but if they really had the formula, then they were keeping the best dogs for themselves, and they would always have the ones. It's never like that. It's never like that. Um uh and the reason why I say it ain't no formula, beware, salute to the twins. This is not no disrespect or a shot at the twins when I say this about the formula, because I understand what the twins talking about when they're saying the formula and they're actually showing you. Now, Big Toyo, Bloom, and I said this is not a shot at the twins or whatever. My stand on it is, man, it's not no formula. Like basically, like, okay, if you follow the formula, and if it is a formula, then basically, everybody else will be shut down. The formula people would be like, okay, those are where the good dogs at, and it's nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, man, uh, it's always a shuffle of the deck, and the good hands end up where the good hands at, and how you play the hands, and you know, where you take. It's always so many other variables than you know somebody saying that there's a formula. Because you the way this dog game is, all of it works. The dude that's just slapping stuff together that he don't know what he doing, a good dog will pop up over there, and that's all he do. He don't do nothing else. That's all he do is slap stuff together. Good dogs will come up over there. Boom. The guy that's doing the formula and stuff like that and all that type of things, yeah. Good dogs gonna come up over there. The dog that's whatever, these things are different breeding tactics, good or bad, but good dogs pop up in all those breeding tactics. That's why it's always gonna be somebody out here that will have contrary view to whatever we saying. You understand? It's just the bulldog world. You dig what I'm saying? I salute Gardner. He said the best. The gray areas that's the gray area. The gray areas is all over the place, all over the place. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, still salute the hands. Salute the hands. There is a formula, but if not in the right hands, ain't shit. Salute the quick. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm missing some stuff. Okay. Dogs are like people. Everyone is different and has their own character or personality. If you will, it's up to the handler to bring out the best in that dog by understanding the sign. Man, you say you over here clapping like I don't know it's the hands. Yes, sir, Big Bruce Banner. I salute you. That's what I'm saying. Good. That's what I'm saying. You can repeat that. Repeat that. You got a superb breeding. That all types of good dogs came out of that breeding. I give you that. You got the bombest breeding in the world. Boom, boom, boom. The parent's still alive too. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You got the formula, right? You did it by the formula, right? You repeat that same breeding. All of them jokers can be cold. All of them jokers could be terrible. All that. That what would be your answer for that though? If you saying that the formula is the formula, you just gonna say, well, sometimes or who or what, man, it's the same as the next man when he threw some stuff together and he lucked up and his whole litter became fire. You know what I mean? And somebody asked him, man, how you do that? He said, man, I just slapped some stuff together. I just woo. You know what I mean? So it decides, it's your taste on what you want to do. You could be the formula tasting dudes that want to follow the formula, or you could be the slap together guys. You know what I mean? That's doing everything against the grain. You could be you know, you choose what you do, bro. You choose what you do. I ain't gonna bet against none of y'all. I'm not gonna sit there and say that none of y'all can't make no good dogs because of the way you breed. Now I ain't gonna say that. You know what I mean? Now that's all I'm saying. I seen too many dogs in my lifetime to say the next man can't make no good dogs if he ain't doing it like me. That's really what I'm saying. And I'm also saying salute the hands. Hands versus the bloodlines. Which one of y'all leaning towards more? Hands or the bloodline? There is a formula, but if not in the right hands. Oh, okay, I already read that. Oh, yellow one, salute, bro. Salute, salute. Salute. My fault. My fault. My fault. Let me catch up. I'm gonna put the link back in the chat if anybody want to come up. It was in there. Put that joker back in there again. Yes, sir. The link in the chat again. Hands or the bloodlines? Which one it is? Hands versus the bloodline. Quick said the hands. Salute. I thank y'all for coming in too. I thank y'all for coming in. I'm trying to help y'all get through to y'all get off or whatever. Get back home to the dogs, whatever. You know, it's hump day, so the cat brothers be on today. So I'm just trying to keep y'all full, so you won't even you be like, dang, I had a full day man, from the morning, from the morning and night, bulldogging. You know what I mean? Just doing my part for the community. You know what I mean? Y'all support me, so when I get a chance, every time I get a chance in between the dogs and in between my work, in between the family, I come out here and rap to y'all. You dig what I'm saying? Throw out some subjects and stuff like that, marinate, you know. And I know y'all to go Pride Bar, smart gentleman, salute Pride Bar. The blood pushes forward. It's gotta be 50-50. All right. Salute that. We got three over there with the both that say the both, but they refuse to they refuse to lean either way. So we got three of them over there standing on that. Salute that. I called out sick, otherwise would be on my way out the door. He bulldog. I hope you all right. I hope you all right, Bruce. I hope you all right. I hope you not. I hope you it's something minor or whatever. Or I hope you just called out sick and ain't sick. I hope the only sickness you got is bulldog sickness right now. But either way, I hope get well, brother. Get well. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. There's a couple people in here ain't answer. The hands versus the bloodlines. I guess they still marinating on it. You know what I mean? It ain't no way you could be wrong because the bull, it ain't no wrong in writing bulldog for real. That's what I realized. It ain't no wrong and right. Salute, Ja. Ain't no wrong and right and bulldogging to me. And everything great. Everything great. You're all types, and some they be hiding the field goal post. Sometimes fuck moving it. Sometimes they hide that joker. Somebody they took the joker. So so it is what you is. The bulldog, you got to make it what it is. You make what you want out of the bulldog community. Take what you want. Take a piece of it. Be a bulldog. Make bulldogs could, like they say the bulldog is. You could do that. You got to be that type of person. You know what I mean? You don't let nobody tell you that nothing. Whatever. You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do, and you ride with it. You know what I mean? Bulldog. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling. Nah, I say both. I'm changing my answer. That's what's up. Hands versus the bloodlines. Is it the hands or is the blood? That's what's up. Okay, okay. Niggas didn't jump ship on us, y'all. We got niggas that didn't traded on us. That's all right. It's the hands. It's the hands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How many bloodlines? How many bloodlines you heard about? Um. Okay. How many bloodlines have you heard about? Uh. Let me see. How can I put it? Y'all know I'm biased. I'm going with the hands, so I'm trying to find stuff to roll with my side of the shit. So, how you know what bloodline you liked? Uh, what breeder you liked or what bloodline you liked? Okay, your answer gonna be the dog, right? You're gonna say, "Oh, I like Zebo." So I looked at what he was bred like and what line he would be called, and I tried to go with that bloodline or whatever, whatever. All right. So I guess they would be saying the dog made them go to that bloodline. All right. That me on the hand side is saying, okay, to me, you just that's what you chose to do. To me, I'm looking at the person behind that dog, period, because Zebo ain't the only when you look at Zebo and you go to that bloodline, all right, or whatever you want to call Zebo, is they all Zebos? Is they all Zebos? Because if they all Zebos, then I would say, okay, yeah, it is the bloodline. The Zebos. The Zebos. that is the shit. The Zebos. But nah, I'm not doing that. I'm looking at it where it's okay, Zebo was a good dog out of that line. But I'm gonna do some more little looking. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, who had Zebo? What the fuck was Zebo about? Who had woo? And did they have other dogs that they thought was good too? And what was that line? Now, if all of them, the dogs that man that had Zebo, and he had other good dogs, or whatever, you know, you know, if that's all he messed with was Zebos, then I would be kind of going with the dog and the bloodline. But if he got other dogs that he proud of and saying like, shit, this motherfucker right hand, I'm breeding, boom, 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 and that's off some other shit, boom, 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 I'm starting to look at shit like, oh, you know, those are his shit, dogs that went through his hands that he's recognizing different things on them. But it don't never stop. You know what I mean? Where you always cooking, you always gotta cook, you know. I say that's the hands. I don't know. And then you got to bring that data back, like I say, to the breeders. Like, and some of the data don't go just to one breeder because now you done crossed it up to make something with your hands. So it's no more just gazebos and the bloom. Now you got something different that your hands done made. So you ain't gotta go to no breeder and say you know, because basically you could go. The breeder want to know what you know now. Like, damn, he crossed that. What did he? Oh, I wonder why he did that. You see where the hands at? You see where the pair of the hands at? I don't know. All right, let me look back in the chat. I went on a little tantrum real quick. Let me see. Let me see what y'all say. What y'all say? Nah, I say both. Not the flip flop. Yeah, somebody flip flopped already. Probably. We never share our shit, and it's hold on, hold. We never share our shit, and it's always a wheel in the sky. I'll do 100 miles per hour on my bike and think of dogs. All right. Probably Jack, you into the bikes? I'm going to the track later. What you got? Yeah, salute. All lines being equal, you still have to weed out the good, the bad, and the ugly. Salute, Bruce. Salute, Bruce. Won't you just come on over, man, and say you with the hands, bro? Because like all your statements be about the hands to me, bro. All your statements be about the hands to me. When I hear your statements, I think, man, he won't be over here with the hands, yo. He talking about. But anyway, you can stay neutral, but keep saying them statements like that. I like that. After me, I feel like you rocking with us. Like I say, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to the dog. All right, all right, all right, Bruce. All right, but what was I gonna say? And you know, like I say, when money get involved and stuff, and stuff like that, man, it really, you know, it fools people and shit. You know what I mean? Because the big boys, when they got that money and stuff, see, their whole game is different. You know what I mean? You know, their whole game is different. So, you know, they gonna talk to you different. The money boys gonna talk to you different because you know, they ain't a lot of them, most of them never had time to do the shit. I'm to be giving credit to the hands. Like that's what I want to say. The big money boys to me ain't gonna give that much credit to the hands because they always was able to when shit ain't working. Shit ain't working. Like they can hop ship. They can hop ship and get the best thing smoking every time. Everything time run stuff run dry. You know what I mean? When every time somebody run into the wall, you know what I mean? Because in the bulldog world, you only last on top for certain long a time. You know what I mean? That's why another reason why I choose the hands. Who's the next hands? They got these next doors because when as soon as one line go bad, it ain't till it's only bad until the good hands come around and make something out of it. You know what I mean? You know that's how I say. That's how I say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You ever been playing spades with somebody, you know what I mean? Got a handful of clubs over there, but he might make them turn them clubs into the trumps on the table. Where we at with it? At the end of the day, okay, quick say, I feel we far enough into APBTs that nobody far from a good dog. So it's up to the hands. Another good point, quick, because like when you get at certain levels, when everybody got good dogs. You get to certain levels where as though, yeah, your money ain't stepped you up above certain people. Like, yeah, these people got good dogs. The man across from you, the man in competition with you at any show where they got just as much, they're coming with the same thing. What it come down to? It come down to the hands. It come down to the hands. Good one, quick. Or rather, the dog would prove his worth if he line bred the line. If he line bred, the line going to get the credit. If it's a scatterbred, just lucked out. That was a curry to a lot of things right there. That statement carried a lot of people right there, I think, Bruce. Hold on, my dog's barking. Let me see what's going on. Y'all go ahead, talk about that. But that one hit me in different ways, Bruce. Stop that. All right, Bruce. So you saying the niggas that slapping shit together, just slapping the good dogs together, no matter what, no matter what they bred like. Because see, Bruce, you always take this is another rabbit hole I'm ready to go down with you. What is really scatterbred? You know? All these dogs really are related, really, at the end of the day. So, but I do understand what you're coming from. No rhyme. I'm taking it with you. So, no, on paperwork, it looked like it ain't no rhyme or reason behind what he was doing. You know what I mean? But again, I say you never know what this man doing. He might be just saying, I mean, I slept together, whatever. He get good dogs. Boom, boom, boom. He likes stacking the deck with all the traits. He want anything to pop up. Boom, boom, boom. He gonna get a good dog out of it. That's what he's saying. I'm guaranteed a good dog because of all these genetics I'm playing with. I don't know where they pulling from. I don't know whatever. And I know I probably can't do it again if I repeat it. Boom, boom, boom. But shit, every time I breed, I got a chance of getting a good dog because I got all these genetics in here. Boom, boom, compared to the man that's saying that's playing with, he's restricting his genetic pool, like what you saying, the line breeding, the inbreeding, boom, boom, boom. So that's a different type of breeding. We all know that's a different type of breeding. But like I said earlier, uh, breeding breeding techniques are just that, techniques. Good dogs come from all of them. And again, I say it goes back to the hands. Because if that dude that's inbreeding and line breeding with the small amount of genetics he got, his dog is really becoming specialized. So your hands gonna have to be specialized dealing with them dogs. You gotta get your data from somewhere, dog. Putting your hands on them dogs, man. You gotta get your data from somewhere. Especially if you specializing and you shrinking your genetic pool up. You're not scatterbreed. You're not breeding just good dog to good dog. You staying in your family and you tightening up and you doing that and you trying to look for a good dog. Somebody hands got to be on them dogs to find good dogs in that special hands. That's just me thinking out loud. You over half. I'm taking that spinach. You over half. I'm taking that spinach. Let me see. The other one. PKC, I had to rethink the question coming from a confirmation point of view. I don't show dogs like that, but I could put a show prospect in the hands of someone that's experienced in the show ring. All right, is Yellow one coming back to the hand side or what? Last time I heard from Yellow, he said he changed up and went to the bloodline. I think Yellow one did a double flip flop up in this mouth. Oh shit! Oh my goodness! Bruce said, "I seen dogs that at first glance look scatterbred, but upon closer inspection, you see it's predominantly Eli Snooty China seeing those. Okay, well, how in the hell you got some good ass eyes if you could look at a dog and tell that motherfucker scatterbred? You good ass, Bruce Banner, Bruce Banner, Bruce Banner say he looked at dogs and could tell they scatterbred. That's what's up. We all got certain talents. Hold on. That's a good one, though. That nigga say he can look at the dogs and tell they scatterbred. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hold on. Bruce, I think somebody will fool the shit out you, Bruce. I think somebody will fool the shit out Bruce. Bruce said he look at the dog, he could tell that Joe scatterbred. I bet you he ain't the only one that think that too. So if I got enough scatterbred dogs, right, and I got a yard, I'm a rich nigga with a bunch of scatterbred dogs. Okay, Bruce. You say looking at the pen. Okay. Cause I was ready to say, nigga, if I had a whole yard of scatterbred dogs, I can fool the fuck out of a lot of niggas. Cause I got everything. I have everything. I just put a whole bunch of product on the ground. And once I start seeing them, I'm gonna be matching them up according to lookalikes and colors and different things. And I'm gonna start saying some Kobe right there. I'm gonna have all the lines because I'm scatterbreed. So I'm throwing out everything. I'm touching it to everything. You know what I mean? It's just about me. It's just about me now. Getting to unify, getting them all in unison. The ones that separating them. Coordinating them. Boom, boom, boom. So how many times people that did that shit? You know what I mean, man? Man, it is what it is. Motherfuckers, you can make what you want to make in that jump. Let me see. Don't know what traits the scatterbred man chasing because it don't look good on paper. Don't mean it ain't good for what he trying to do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Some people still don't know how to read pets. Yeah, that don't mean they can't get good dogs. Just because they don't know how to read no page do not mean they don't have no good dogs. I'll say that too. Just because you don't know no page do not mean that you don't have you can't make no good dogs. Plenty times, plenty times I done told plenty times somebody asked me how that jump bread. Man, like I told you, it's information overload now. So man, plenty times, man, somebody asks, man, I'm been past that point where I ain't with that. But somebody I got my papers on my doors. I got the papers. So basically, I just give you the papers and you can say what the fuck it is. I ain't got that's how I am with it. Hey, look, man, here, you say what it is. I don't what do you say it is? Like what the fuck? Like you know what I mean? Information overload. You know what I mean? Like shit, I called him this and that. See, the way you read your pedigree or whatever you looking at that pedigree, though, do not mean that's what it is. Like, cause like, the breed is supposed to be breeding on really traits and shit like that for good dogs, not for the paperwork. So basically, like, you know, you know, uh, you know, I wouldn't even describe my dogs like that. Like some people don't describe their dogs like Red Boy Jocko, this and that. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't breeding for that. They breeding for performance. So, for instance, they would be like, like what can I say? Some wall climbing, treadmill racing motherfuckers or some shit like that. That's what they bred like they jump or whatever the fuck they is, what they specializing in and all that type of shit. The performance of what they're doing. They're hog hunting jokers, some hog some hog jokers. They could tell you the performance of him, how he does his work, how we bloom, bloom, bloom. That's more of what I would be able to tell you about my dogs. And as far as how they bred, I'm gonna give you the paperwork and let you see the whole history of them or whatever, whatever. And you call it whatever you want to call it. You dig what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. You know what I mean? Because mine might not be what you saying it is. You know what I mean? Because what I'm seeing through the data I'm collecting, I'm seeing more of I got more knowledge of it if I'm putting my eyes on it. So I'm knowing, why it's doing this and what's bringing that to the table. What's bringing that part to the table. And that's why I bred it to this one because it's lacking in that part of the table. So it could be, even though it's Red Boy Jocko, it could be more of the Jocko traits that I got instead of the other shit. You know what I mean? But they say Red Boy Jocko, but that's not really what you getting. You really getting more of a Jocko style dog, a Jocko trait dog, even though it's Red Boy Jocko, but the only like the Jocko parts of it, more of the Jocko parts of it. I'm just giving you a hypothetical thing. You know what I mean? So whereas though on paper it's a Red Boy Jocko dog, but the dog itself is more of a Jocko dog. You dig what I'm saying? Whereas those people start saying, "Man, I ain't no motherfucking Red Boy," that's how it be going down sometimes. If you get my drift. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Big Saw, salute, salute. Thirst. Paper hanging, fuck the game up. True that. True that. I mean, true that. I mean, not really the game, because the papers was probably lies off the top. The papers was probably lies off the top, so it ain't fuck the game up. It ain't really fuck the game up. I don't think if it didn't fuck the game up if you looking at the dog, the papers ain't fucking the game up if you looking at the dog. You know, the papers, uh, the paper hanging, with fucking the paper shuffling people up. The paper hanging is fucking the paper shuffling people up, probably those type people. But the paper hanging can never fuck up the game. The dogs, the dogs is there. It don't matter about that shit. It don't matter about that shit. 95% of show dogs are scatterbred in the AKC, UKC, and the Kennel Club of the UK. They are afraid of the problems that come with inbreeding and line breeding. Salute, salute, Mr. Star. Salute. That's above my pay grade right there, bro. Let me drop the link in though, just in case y'all don't know that the link is in here. That one was above my pay grade. That one right there. I definitely know it was some real shit though. Just in case the newcomers, y'all just came in, y'all didn't get it. The question was hands versus the bloodlines. Which one do you lean more to? Which one do you give more value to? The hands, the good hands of a person, of the owner, or do you give more to the breeders and the bloodlines? The breeders and the bloodlines. I even threw that in there. Do you give more to the owners and the hands, or do you lean more towards the breeders and the bloodlines? So y'all see how I switched it up real quick? Instead of just the hands and the bloodlines. First it was just the hands versus the bloodlines. But to make it real good, the owners and the hands. The owners and their hands versus the breeders that they bought the dog from and the bloodline. Which one do you lean more to, that's more valuable to the game? That has been more historically and valuable throughout the game. From the beginning of the game to now, to the present. All jobs included. All jobs included. Fuck the paperwork. Looking at the traits. I'm looking at the actual dog. Yes. Salute. Salute. Big Saw, the paper had value, but as noted, the traits is what the show people look for. Most ADBA champions are scatterbred. Salute, Mr. Star. Three card, mon- 3 card mind paperwork. I know that's right. Yeah, they be shopping. Yes, sir. The paperwork game is a whole nother game that could be talked about itself. The paperwork game is a whole nother game that could be talked about itself, but they'll never talk about the game. The experts that do that and the reasons why they do that and their argument for it, they probably would never do that. They would never do that. You know what I mean? They ain't got the balls to come out and say, shit, boom, boom, boom. Some of them might have heard say they did that shit for whatever reasons. They did it and don't mind saying it. You dig what I'm saying? They looking at you like, nigga, wasn't the dog good? Fuck is you talking to me about? Boom, boom, boom. So hey, that's how they looking at it. So who knows? That shit was going on before I even had a dog. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, I done seen, different things, man. Whereas though it's always uh it's I ain't tripping off that paperwork or whatever. King T, what do you say? King T, you got a dog man out here that's saying they look at the actual dog man. They look at the dog and say, "Why is a dog and shake and dog man? Isn't they always get their ass kicked?" I read that shit. I don't know if I read that shit right or not, or if it was you writing that shit like that. But I shouldn't even have read that shit the way that shit sounded. Big Saw, don't do that shit no more. Put that shit in there so I can sound all right when I'm reading it. That shit sounded crazy. All right, I'm gonna try it again, Big Saw. What you got this time? Dog man nowadays saying, "Why is the dog man not in shape?" And the dog is usually those guys get their ass kicked. That was a little bit better. Somebody understand. It was a little better. You still could do better than that, though. So hands versus the bloodlines. The owner in his hands and where he takes the dogs compared to the breeder he got the dog from and the bloodline itself. Which one do y'all lean more that is more important than these dogs? I say you wouldn't even know about the dogs and the bloodlines if it wasn't for somebody putting their hands on them. And that was since the beginning and to the middle and to now and to forever. You know? You know? That's how I feel. Somebody had to put their hands on something before somebody could say they good or bad, before they could say it's good or bad. And the people that saying they good or bad or whatever, they don't know what they talking about either, because it's always some other hands that'll make that line, that'll have somebody saying, yeah, so the hands to me. And breeders with the bloodlines always needed the hands to get the data back from, to find out what their things was doing, to find out how to adjust and all that shit. Boom, boom, boom. Salute the hands. That's what I'm saying. It, it, it was the hands. It was the hands that made somebody make a cross. You know, it was the hands that it was the data from the hands, somebody's hands. It was the data from somebody's hands hearing something that something worked or something like that or whatever, whatever. You know, uh, hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. God got, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's what I choose. That's what I choose. You know, I know the other side can say other things, to make me think it's just like, it's the bloodlines and the breeder. But I don't see how they could do it yet. People will breed shit to make money. Yes, sir. You hear guys say, "Why is the dog man not in shape?" And the dog is got you, big saw. Got you. Got you. Hey, you always hear people say that. You know, well, let's keep it real. How many of us are anyway in shape like a dog anyway, first of all? You know, how many dog men are in shape versus dog men are out of shape through history and all that? I think it's more on the people not being in shape and got the good dogs than the people in shape got good dogs. I don't think just the people in good shape, they got the better number of the good dogs. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that. All the in shape niggas and women did not have the lockdown on the good dogs. Because you know it's always a chance for a fat nigga out of shape nigga, man, they ain't restricted from having they still got a mind and all that type of thing. Your mind, long as your mind working and all that type of thing, shit, you could put something together to get the dog in shape And you know what I mean? You ain't got to be one of them exercising type dudes or whatever. And you could be really knowing how to put a dog in shape because of your way your mind works, how you can do things, how you might be a person that just you might be the best one that can get them in shape. You know what I mean? It could be an out of shape person, like you know what I mean. It ain't about it's about how much you into the dog. It's how much you into that dog. How much you into that dog. You know what I mean? You can delegate that work. A lot of people delegate the work. He could be a fat nigga. Fat nigga, he got a lot of in shape friends around him and shit. You know what I mean? Shit, they like the dog. Or shit, he got some incentive to make them you know, do things with his dog. He might got a couple people he could do that with that they like his dog, or some type of way he got them to participate in getting things done with his dog that he need to get done. And then on top of that, him being overweight and heavy, he could always have his dog used to pulling him around, so the dog getting the benefit of pulling his overweight ass around. So, so all that shit work out for the benefit. It's all how you work your mind. I ain't in shape. I'm overweight. Shit. Let me see. People will breed shit to make money. What about the mindset? Yeah, that would be more on the mindset, blood third. I seen mindset and all that type of shit is on the hand side to me. They ain't on the bloodline side. Bloodline side and the breeder side is more to me. You got the raw material. You got the raw material or whatever, whatever. And you're supposed to be cooking it right, but basically at the end of the day, that only goes so far, which means somebody has to ex- get this dog to express his full potential, what the breeder is saying that is in him. The breeder is saying, I put together a dog that I think can, his output should be this. Bloom. That dog needs to be in the hands that, okay, this dude said this output should be that. So the hands has to bring it out. Whoever make that can get that dog to express that, or put that dog in the right situation. Um, put that dog in the right situation. And I'm talking about the hands got to get this dog from a puppy though. The breeder just put that product on the ground, hoping like this the new prototype. Prototype. Boom. Now, boom. Or the breeder sometimes don't even know. The breeder job wasn't even all that. That's a breeder that's going the extra mile to me to just doing that. But usually the breeder can basically, to me, the breeder, long as he gives me something that's healthy and see, that's all I'm looking for from a breeder, because the other shit gonna be lies to me that it could do this and that and this and that and that. I don't even want to ask no breeder them type of questions. I don't want no breeder to be telling me about the performance of his dogs. That's to me is a bunch of lies off the top. I don't care who he is, who the breeder is, or what that shit is. Like a breeder don't gotta tell me about the performance of his dogs, especially if he's not out there with his dogs. I know those are just selling points. Why wouldn't he say his dog could do this and do that and do that? Boom, boom, boom. He didn't. This is a puppy you giving me, nigga. You don't know what this dog gonna do. I don't care what you tell me. You could be Tom Garner. You could be Pat Patrick. You could be whatever, whatever. You don't even. We don't even have to talk in this conversation. Really, we could just get the money and I take the dog, and we both have high hopes. But basically, when we start talking, when you talking to me and saying, this dog could do this and that, or his family did this and did that. That's just all fucking talk. Like basically, that shit is nothing, means nothing to this dog. Do something. This dog might do more than what he's saying, or it could do way less than what he's saying. You know what I mean? But again, it depends on me, the owner. Once I get that dog, I could make what that man was saying come true and even better, or I could make that man a liar. So it's the hands to me. What about the monster? I seen tons of breedings being done in the 80s everywhere. Someone was selling pups for $100. Yeah. Translation, the dog man that's saying why is the dog man out of shape and all the dog is, are usually the ones getting their ass kicked. That's what Saul trying to say, slow nigga. Hey, fuck you, Tony. Hey, how about that? Yeah, boom, boom, boom. You got the good translation, not me, motherfucker. But I get it now. We all have our standards. I don't care for long muzzle, long body, poor structured dogs with a horrible temperament. Yeah, that part where he said, for sure. Yeah, you laughing like shit, Big Saw. Yeah, because you had a motherfucker that could understand that gibberish you was putting them words together. Motherfucker put Scrabble words up here. Motherfucker, I ain't got time to play no Scrabble and shit. Put them sentences together right, motherfucker. Shit. Breeding for dog, breeding for breeding for clans. Okay. Breeding for colors. Look, another Scrabble joint. Breeding for colors and shit. How you think the bully was created? The bully, to me, I'm gonna tell y'all my opinion on why the bully was created. Cause of shit like this. You know, um, you know, if you're not really like you get to a certain point in these pit bulls where as though, and it's not as easy as people think to have good ones and make a mark in the game and shit like that. You know, it's not easy at all to make a mark in the game at all in the pit bull game. You just another nigga with some pit bulls. So and you get criticized. You most of the times you're gonna get caught your shit curves and all that. Different shit. You know, you done bought dogs and they don't look like the shit that you like. You know what I mean? But it's bred a certain way. But you like the bigger head and all that. But like just different things occur somebody out. So our dogs are a dog that you know, it's always happened. People will make dogs off of our dogs and blow up. That's what it is, man. They can make dogs off of our dogs and blow up. It's like we got the straight drop and they can put some cut on it and they'll blow up. They'll blow up because they go into an atmosphere where as though um it's not as it's not they don't get the drama. They don't get as much drama. It's not as much high standards. They don't get as much criticism. They're getting it now because they're getting over flooded in popularity. But they had a long run of just free applause with no problem with a dog that really and to our standards was bullshit. But basically, to me they capitalized on the point of most people that was getting these dogs, American Pit Bull Terrier. These dogs were never meant for everybody. That most of the people that started getting them was never doing what the historical purpose was. So, and those are the type of peoples that they're looking for something else. They're looking for, uh, you know, they're not into the historical purposes. So they want something like, so they make bullies and stuff like that. Stuff that, I ain't got to worry about y'all niggas calling my shit a cur. I get $10,000 because this motherfucker's short, big head and all that type shit and bloom, bloom, bloom. And, the by our standards, it's blasphemy, but it's, it's understandable. It's human nature. You know what I mean? They did it with the band dog first. They did it with the band dog first. But the band dog, I will say, was something that they were trying to create to make better than the pit bull. You understand what I'm saying? Like a bigger dog that could do the same as a pit bull. And they came up with a good dog. The band dogs were good dogs. I think the band dogs were good dogs. You know what I mean? And you even had some game ones. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about the original one. It was recipe for that original one. I think it was just a bull mastiff. I forgot what the standards was of the band dog, but that was the one I could say closest came to our breed. Out of all them other breeds or whatever, that joint, that big band dog joint, that original one, working stock joint, that was a good dog to me. That was a good dog to me. It just was too big of a dog for me. But basically, that was a good dog to me, a good working dog. eh, You know, just shooting it out there. Let me see. People would breed the shit. What about the minds I seen come? Boom, boom, translation. Boom, boom, boom. We all boom, boom. Tony and them. Boom, boom, boom. Saw bloodthirst. Everybody laughing. But being in horrible shape and handling a dog can lead to heart attacks. It's happened. Yes, sir. I lost 35 pounds since I got Charlotte from PBK. That's what's up. Them dogs. I feel what Mr. Vernon said. You know what I mean? I definitely feel what Mr. Vernon said. Um, but I also lean towards more that, normally I would say when you have a dog and you stay active with your dog, I see good positives in that. Like I say, I ain't no doctor or nothing, but I'll say I'm gonna just shoot out there like old wise tales. Shit, you got that dog, you stay active, man. You live longer, and you be healthy. Hey, fuck it. Let me throw out a legend or a wise tale, whatever. The fuck it is. Have have him chase the side by side. I ain't fat, but I'm lazy sometimes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute, Tony. I thought we was cool. I don't know what the fuck going on with y'all niggas. Most of the time. So, blood, bloodthirst, Vernon Star, facts, blood. I didn't start getting into paperwork till the late 90s. Salute that. Blood. All right. I have been reading pairs since 80s. Okay. Some like to ride the bike or ATV. Years past, I like the turntable and hand walking. Salute that, Mr. Star. I got 5 miles in yesterday and jogged about 1.5 of the 5. Okay, salute the work, blood. Yes, sir. Cal Henderson, salute. Toyo, so you ain't listening about the eyes? King T, salute. Saw a little show. Write that shit crazy 8 times, laughing my ass off. Saw a little slow. Okay, saw a little slow. Write that shit crazy 8 times, laughing my ass off. All right. Vernon, do you like long bodies with some legs under them? My dogs ain't slow, Tony Baloney. yeah, yeah, niggas ready start up. Yeah, niggas ready start up. Big head, big head. He got hard bite like his head. All right now. I'm just fucking with you, so you all right. We all right. We all right. Good brother Mike Dan, salute. Mike, the topic was the hands or the bloodlines. Is it the hands that make these dogs good, or is the breeders and the bloodlines? That was the question. I was just starting some shit. I was leaning towards the hands. I was in here clapping my hands and talking shit. You know what I mean? Whatever, whatever. I know I could get pushback and all that type of shit. We just conversating though. Is it the hands or is it the bloodlines that make that got these, that make, that you say is more valuable? Do you say any of them is more? Do you put more value on either one? We got about 3 or 4 people that said it's both 50-50, and I think the hands are still winning. I think I seen like 2 people say bloodlines. If they say bloodlines, they scared to say it. So you might be the one to pop it off on the breeders and the bloodlines. Uh, I know D. Wilson personally. Proud Boss said, I know D. Wilson personally. His bullies was killing machines. Yeah, the beginning ones was working. Like the beginning was working until they start doing the other stuff or whatever. But popularity. And I'm sure he ain't mad at it because even though to us the dogs seem they got worse, the reason why he did it, I'm sure, was financial. It was about the money. I'm sure he wasn't doing it to make a better dog. I don't think, maybe at first, but I guess he couldn't refute the money coming in. So the money kind of, you see what the money can do to a breed, the money and popularity or whatever. People that have to know about our dogs, some of them will have no problem with doing things like that for the money. So with that being said, you can imagine what's done while we shuffling these dogs around these papers and lying about them and all that. So, and when we doing that, that's why everybody say it's all about the dog, because everything else is lies. You know, Even if it ain't a lie, you got to assume it's a lie till you put the hands on the dog and do your thing. And then when you do that, you know, was it really the dog? I mean, was it really the breeder that did that, or was it your hands and the dog? You know, because like I say, you know, it don't be a whole lot of uh great dogs. Dogs stand out for a reason. Dogs are great for a reason. They're not normal. That shit ain't normal. That shit ain't normal. Winners and shit. People be thinking shit is, that shit is more common and all that. No, like, it's not like that. It's not like that to me. It ain't. But they all still good dogs or whatever. You still got the genetics. You still got potential. But as you putting the work in, they they watch. They wanted a fake bulldog. American bulldog was good enough, in my opinion. But combining APTs, Corsos, Presses, Terriers, and Pugs, that's a lot of stuff in one dog. Yeah, I think over the years, I'm not sure. I ain't no expert in the bullies, but I think at first they put all them different dogs in there, right? I think over the years it started getting more and more dogs, more and more different things they was adding to it to accomplish whatever their goal was. But I think it was not like that at first. It wasn't that many different dogs added to it. You know, I don't really know the ins and outs. So I think I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'll just listen to y'all. Mike Dan, Mike Dan, we back. Boom, 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 boom. People love the look of the pit bull. If you can breed something close to it and say it's friendly, it's gonna sell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good point. That's what they want. They want the pit bull without the other shit. Without they don't mind it not. Um, some people, a lot of people don't. They want the look, but they don't want. They don't want. They not into the none of the shit that we like. They might not even want no prey drive. They might not want nothing but the look. A lot of people just want the look. That's where to kill your shit too. A lot of people want the look and they got money to spend for the look. And so that's when you're gonna get people getting that money, And you can't hate on that. We all need money. If you want to stay true to something, your hobby or your what you love or whatever, you just make sure yours right. People are always gonna sell fake shit and do this and that. A band dog was the first champion in the Sporting Dog Journal. I heard that. I heard that a band dog. Cause see, that first one was still in the time when they was still, they was trying to, when that type stuff going on, when they boogieing and dancing, it's about coming home with the bag. So it don't matter about nothing else but coming home with the bag. So it wouldn't surprise me about that. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of that type stuff was winning and stuff like that. But that's what make the Bulldogs better to me because okay, if you don't want that shit winning and being on the cover of the magazine, then you gotta do something about it. So you know what I mean? So the pit bull had to step his game up to, eventually, eventually all that mixed up shit and shit winning and shit that, boom, 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 eventually came to not be going down like that. You know what I mean? To the pit bull reign, the pit bull reign. You you have a couple well back in the day when back in those times you're gonna have stuff like that happening. You're gonna have stuff like that happening, till everybody get in line. Till everybody get in line. That was before, niggas was getting in line. You had to get in line. Once it got in line, it got in line, you know? And back in the day they had breed specifics, legislation, banning pit bulls, and the bully was a way around it. Yes, different reasons like that. That's another big part of it too. I agree, Tone. I agree with that. Yep, saw that. That was Hicks that said that. Okay, Tone. Yeah, they have crossed the. They have crossed, and they have crossed the Boston Terrier and a French Bulldog. It's called a Frenchton. Damn, a Frenchton. Is it a working joint, Mr. Vernon? Is it a good working dog? Is it a good working dog? No, I ain't gonna get on you like I got on Big Saw, Mr. Vernon. Yours wasn't that bad. You ain't had me playing Scrabble like that nigga. That nigga had me playing Scrabble up this joint. A whole whore. It's all crazy as shit. Nice question. I agree. Gotta have them hands. Yes, Mike Dad said you gotta have them hands. Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, I heard him. Yes, sir. Salute, Mike Dad. Only those sexy women with the confirmed birth certificate. Very great. Yes, so without them, you could jack off a good dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mad Doctor, salute, bro. Salute. Well, you ain't go in with that shit. So you must not be around wifey, nigga. You must not be around wifey. Let me see. Quick FC. Mad Doc. Yes, sir. You can't create a bloodline without hands. Salute, bro. Yes, sir. Green dogs. My cousin breeds them, always trying to give me one. Comes down to the game, it's all about that game. Pissy, peeping, Willie. Pissy, peeping, Willie. Man, he crazy as a motherfucker. Crazy as a motherfucker. Oh, shit. Toyo, salute fan. Salute fan. Yes, sir. Either he has the gene or it's recessive. That's what's up. That's what's up. If he got it or he don't, that's what's up. It's about you. If he got it or he don't. You know what I'm saying? If he got it or he don't. It's up to you to find out. It's up to the hands to find out. Other than that, everybody, everybody a potential, fucking world, world renowned, whatever you want to be. You know, at the end of the day, the potential. Hey, you got the potential, huh? A chair dog. Oh, it ain't no working dog. Okay, Mr. Vernon, it's a chair dog. Wow. Oh, okay. Tell her I said salute, 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 wifey. Yes, sir. Salute, Big Saw wifey. Yes, sir. For keeping it gangster. She keeping it gangster. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She probably calling you a whole whore, so she probably looking at you like this nigga a whole whore. hey, 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 look, hey, I bet you would be mad as shit if she hit you with that. She be serious with it though. Be like, yo, when she get next time she get mad at you, be like, man, nigga, you a whole whore. I guarantee you be mad as shit. But it does take eyes and hands to find this out. Yes, sir. Salute, Legion Fury, salute. Murk Dog. Yes, sir. The question was, is it the hands or is it the hands or the bloodlines? Hands versus bloodlines. Like which one do you give more value to? Or are you is a couple of people in here that say it's 50-50. Do you lean toward more as the hands or do you say it's the bloodlines? It's the blood. What do you lean more value to? The blood or the hands? Years ago, used to hit ATL as my two brothers lived there. Man, you better ask for DNA, birth records, and parents. Oh, good. Belt to ass. I hear you, son. Oh, shit. Whole whore versus a hoe. Man, you ain't right. You ain't right. All you gotta do is say it, but you know which one, you know, motherfucker say you a hoe. The other motherfucker say, man, you a whole whore. Hey, stop playing, son. Anyway, their nose is short. They will have issues breathing. Yeah, yeah. You know, see, that's something that um I give props to the breeder. I give the props. That type shit is on the breeder's watch. You know, that's before it get to my hands. Now, if he put a short nosed dog in my hands, first of all, if I bought a short nosed dog, you know that responsibility is still on me to make. You know, because this dog, because he got a short nose now, because it's short nosed dogs out there that still was great dogs. So again, I say the hands. That's why I say. That's why again why I say the hands because I take that short nosed dog, and I make it great, right? Bloom. Now, it depends on how cool I am with that breeder. You understand what I'm saying? Because me, like I say, while I'm doing these things, getting this dog to be great, I know the deficiencies of his short nose. So, it's me and the breeder that I got this dog with. Is he uh gonna listen to me when I'm trying to tell him how to make a longer nose or you need to go make a longer nose? No. What I do is I made this dog great. It was because of my hands. And I know what I got from him. I'm not going back there. I'm getting ready to try to get me a longer nose, make my dog better by that. And I still might not make my dog better by getting him a longer nose. I might fuck up. I might got the long nose, but I lost what that dog was that made him great. But that was my move. That wasn't the move that the dude that I got my dog from did. You know what I mean? I was trying to make my dogs better on my yard. You know what I mean? That's why that breeder that I got that dog from don't get none of this credit when I make this dog great and when I make this cross and give them a longer nose or whatever, and I make something out of that. If I do get one that hit out that, I only need one to hit out that long nose, really, that long nose. Even though I'm looking for consistency, if I get one that is good, I can roll with that and try to find some consistency now with that. Now I got the long nose. Now my move is consistency in it. So you would be looking for a line, you know, who knows? That's a deeper question for like those shits is breeders. That's breeding. That's breeding, you know what I mean? But I'll turn to a breeder. Like I'm not gonna claim to be a breeder, but I know through my experiences. Only reason I ain't saying a breeder because I don't be really selling no dogs to the public. I ain't got no kennel name or none of that type shit. Whatever. I make my dogs for my personal reasons, my family and friends and stuff like that. But with that being said, I lost track of what the fuck I was talking about. But anyway, let's get it. Shit. Hoes, those noses, even dogs going to be good. Even every dog's going to be good or something at the end of the day. This is an African breed. Again, Bruce Banner, though, that's a hand statement. I believe you. That's a hand statement. If you're a good owner, you know, if you're a good owner, you know, I give props to you for finding that dog, finding what that dog is good at and celebrating being good at that. That to me, that's good hands. You know what I mean? To me, who can hate a man that can find good at any dog? Who can hate a man that can find good in any dog? I love that. I love that, Bruce. I love that part. I love that part. The blood first, then the hands. Okay, Legions, I hear you. Okay, Legions. Legion says the blood first, then the hands. Okay. Okay. Mike said we crazy. Man, Doc. I need it. I know that's right, Big Si. I hear you. You need the whole whore, not just a one-dimensional hoe. You need the whole whore. Man, go ahead with that shit, Big Sauce. Stop playing, man. Short nose, short dog. I like those for their vigor. All right, all right. All right. For my birthday coming up, Big Saw me 50 and raise percentage 100. Bruce, stop fucking playing with. I know you try to be funny, Bruce. I know you definitely try to be funny. You fucking with me. I know you guys to be fucking with me, Bruce. But even if you ain't fucking with me, salute to that, Bruce. I hear you. Good luck on it, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Right, Legions. That's so Legions. Where the fuck is you at with it? The hands or the blood? You just say blood first, then the hands. Now your statement now is like you over here with us. So you gonna do 50-50? Because yeah, you don't even know. You never even the blood that you want. Somebody had to put some hands on something for you even be inquiring about that motherfucking blood, whatever. And then you got to put your hands on it. Hands got to be on it, unless you just, or else you just have a product there, a potential. That's it. We ain't saying you got nothing bad. We ain't saying nothing good. We saying the hands is going to tell you need the data. Once you got the product, you need the data. You need the data from the hands. Is it working or not? You know. And if you're a breeder, you preferably want good hands. Good hands is valuable. Where you going at without where a breeder going at with his program without him knowing where the good hands at? How you going public without already having some private hands on something that already told you all right, we could go public? How are you even making the move to go public or whatever, without boom, boom. Unless I'm sure people have just said, fuck it, I'm going for the money and send them on out there, send them on out there. But if we keep it standards and all that, I'm just leaning towards the hands. That's all. And I'm not saying I'm right. I just came here for conversation, get y'all through. I'm trying to get y'all to off y'all get off work and shit. That's all. What up, man? What you talking about? Let's talk mixed breed dog game, though. It's just been messing with these dogs a long time. That's what's up, Bruce. That's what's up. I see you, bro. I hear you, bro. That's why I said good luck, bro. Hey, listen. You telling me about your hands? You telling me about your hands, bro? Salute to you. I ain't gonna disrespect your hands. Shit. And when you got something that you want to show the public that you proud of, nigga, I'm be cheering for you. I remember when Bruce said he wasn't playing. Shit. Mr. Vernon, Mr. Vernon said she let him know the gig was up. God damn it, the gig is up. Let me see. A junkyard dog got it good. Yeah. So Mal mixed with ABT couldn't tell. Look like a pit dog. Yeah. 50-50. All right, Legions, I got you 50-50. Salute that. Drop the link. Damn, I thought I dropped it again. I was fucking around. I ain't even pull the trigger. With the right hands, people will give you a nice one. Yes, sir. Salute that.
I need me a whole whore from Baltimore. What's up, Big Hill?
You don't want one. You don't want one of them, boy. You don't want one of them. I don't know if you can handle one of them.
Hey,
What's up?
just cooling, man. What's going on? Baby, I was
Same
just
old shit.
playing. Damn,
See, I
I was just
told you keep
playing.
on. Yeah, you keep fucking
I
around.
was
You
just
keep on fucking around. She said it was funny, nigga. When you try to go live with that shit, it ain't that funny, motherfucker. You better stop
I need
playing with wifey over there. The fuck is you
relax,
talking
honey.
about?
Relax, honey. Relax, honey. It's okay. I was just joking. Okay. What's going on,
It's
man?
not
I I, I think it's the
same old
hands
shit.
though,
Same old shit.
because the blood's supposed to do what
That's
it's
what's
supposed to
up.
do. I think it's the hands. I think it's the actual the whoever got the dog. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
got
what
you.
I believe. Because they
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do what they supposed to do. If they bred up right, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They
If
supposed to
it's
do
a
what they
pit
supposed to
bull,
do.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you got them golden hands, you know what I'm saying, and you love on that motherfucker, he gonna do it even better. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I
Yes,
think
sir.
it's the hand. You
Yes,
know what I'm saying?
sir.
Me personally.
That's what's up. I do too. So I do too. I lean towards more the hands. You know what I mean, to get the job done. You know what I mean, to help that dog.
Absolutely.
That dog, if he got it in him, you need some good hands to bring it out. You know what I mean.
Hmm.
He need that good dog need to be in the right environment and all that shit.
My grandfather used to tell me, you just love on them and they'll do the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Say,
Hey,
Loving
what's
on him
say
is
the
hand.
sometimes, say
Mm-hmm.
what's the
sometimes
temperature
though,
in y'all
sometimes
city?
they say
Hold on,
sometimes the
bad
dog
doctor.
might not even be that good.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
The dog might not even be that good. And the other dog that is in front of him might be way more talented, but he ain't getting treated like the dog that's less talented. So
Yes,
that
sir.
dog that's less talented sometimes can overcome that talent just because he don't want to let you down. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's the hands.
Yes,
It's
sir.
the hands. for me. I don't know if anybody agree with that, but that's just me personally.
No,
You
it's a
know.
lot of us in
Right.
here agree with you. There's a lot of us agree. A lot of us lean to
Uh,
more towards the hands, not disrespecting the blood of the dog itself, but but we lean towards the hands still have to carry through that dog, carry through. Cause that dog, that same good dog could be in bad hands and don't be shit. And then they try to carry a motherfucker, but basically the hands wasn't no good. So the hands is very important to me.
Absolutely. What you
What's
think,
up,
man,
doctor? What you
doctor?
think about that? Yeah, what you
what
think,
I
man? Now,
think
what
is
you
this.
think about that?
Hey, what I think is this. When I had Red, I bought him first, and when I bought both, I bought them second. Both of them worked together. But there was some people that live like about 2 blocks down. They had all kind of like hound dogs in their yard. Red was so feisty. It like about 6 months. I mean, like 6 months ain't nothing to be, like. But he's feisty. He feisty. And so Boss never barked at the dog. He just walked like he was a clumsy little dog or something. But when they got about 8 months, he still never barked at him. Red like he gonna kill. But when I showed Red, he he showed interest but did not show interest, meaning that he showed it up until the time like, hey, I'm done. But then the first time I showed Boss, we both had to pick up. I mean, like we literally had to pick up because Boss chair was buzzing his dog head was getting crushed. And so what I believe is this: like if I work both of them the same, it's all the aspiration of what animal gonna do what. And I gave Red a chance. I gave him a fair chance, even after like he showed me that. I left him on my yard. I kept him because he was a good road dog to me. When I mean a road dog, he would he gonna hurt your animal. You're not gonna hurt him, but he's not gonna scratch unless he wanted to. And I didn't really want that. I never breed them. But Boss, he gonna come out and do different things. They both work the same way. So when I look at it, it's about the dog. It wasn't so much of working one more than the other one. It's about what's in the dog that he respects in his owner. So I don't know what Red didn't respecting me because when he when he when he when he didn't do all that scratching back, I started working with things that was scratching back. I guess it hurt his feeling, but hey, I don't know. That's my point on it.
So you think
Because
it's the dog?
I think it's the dog.
All
It's
right.
not it's not the individual because you got a good animal, it will reflect you. It will reflect you. Red reflected me, but he wasn't like, yeah, you're gonna be the one. And that's why I kept him, but because I knew what he could do, but other people ain't knew what he could do. But Boss, yeah, you was the
Uh-huh.
one. I take you to the boss. We went in six and just on one draw. So I gave both of them the same love. Both of them stayed in the house. Both of them did the same stuff. But just from the technicalities, when you're going through culling and schooling an animal, you making mistakes. I can't keep upgrading your mistakes when you got to upgrade them yourself as an animal. I'm getting you the best care in the world. So it basically up to the dog like a box. If a nigga won't go out there and get knocked out, he might
Man,
feel
doctor,
like that. But
you said,
go ahead, Toyo.
man, doctor,
Yeah,
can you hear me, man?
yeah, I can hear you loud
Can
and
you hear
clear,
me, man, doctor?
loud and clear.
You was kicking, you was dropping some jewels, but it sounded like on my side it started going in and out. What about you, Saw? Could you hear all of it?
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, he said it was. He think it's more of the dog. I think it's the dog too. I just think that if it's bred the way it's supposed to, and you get it from, you know what I'm saying, and
It's
and
supposed to
and and you
perform.
take care of it, you treat it
Yes,
right,
sir.
that motherfucker will go to hell and back for you.
Right,
So I
right.
change it.
Yes, sir.
I say 25, 75. Just because these dogs supposed to do that off gate. That's what they bred for. You did what I'm saying. They bred to scratch to the end.
I'll
And I
say
think that
50. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My
no,
bad.
go ahead, man. No, go ahead.
I think it's
Hey,
more
Bruce,
50.
I'm trying to let you in, Bruce. I'm trying to let you in, Bruce, but it ain't.
I
Come
think
back
it
in.
more so.
Go out and
I
come
think
back
it's
in,
more
Bruce.
so. You said 75, 25. Now, if you breeding and looking for that, I think not. I think it's just 50-50 is what the man put into his animal, and the animal got to get him the whole 50% back. Just like you do with a woman. I can't bring the whole. I can't bring the whole 100 to you, baby. You got to get out there and grind, do something. You know, I ain't finna encourage today, but you got to get out and do
Yeah,
something, baby. I
she
don't
gotta
care
get
what
out there
you
and be a
do.
whole whore.
Yeah, you got to be a whole whore. Bring it back to the table. I am not caring.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
75, 25. You looking at some people. I guess you gonna go to Maydays and all that stuff. All that 75, 20.
I
You
don't
know.
like that. I don't like.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
mean,
know.
Mayday
Don't
was a good
nobody
dog.
like it.
I
Don't
ain't.
nobody like it.
No, I ain't
It's
saying I
got
don't
the
like
Mayday
him.
on.
He was just too big for me. He was just, you know what I'm saying, the size. You know what I'm saying. I ain't. He was just a big dog. I ain't no big dog guy. I'm
Well,
45 and down.
Red was like at 47. Like I said, he was just a rough cur. I just called it, but I love the dog because, matter of fact, the dog will kill every dog that rolled into him. Whether he's stretched or not, your dog dead. So that's why I loved him. Cause he had a hard, super hard mouth. Never bred him. Never bred him. But boss,
All right.
yeah, you better bring that. Cause we're gonna be here.
Hey
We're gonna
man,
be here in 30
oh,
minutes. We're gonna be
man,
here in
man, or
30
Mad
something.
Doctor, what you think?
Go ahead,
Hey, we
bro.
listen. Go ahead,
Go
go ahead,
ahead,
go.
bro.
Um, one of y'all, one of y'all go off, and so I could let what's that? I only think Dan the Project. They some type of way they only let me two of y'all up here, and I was
I'll
trying to
go
let your
off.
boy up here. Uh, uh,
I'll go off,
y'all
bro.
can come back up.
Nah, you
Let
can,
me fix this shit up.
yeah,
All
I'm,
right,
Yeah,
I'm,
go
yeah,
I'm,
ahead,
I'm,
I'll
go
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
off.
All
jump
right,
in the chat.
I'll go off.
you can stay, Mad Dog. Stay on, Mad Dog. The
Yeah,
song
you can
say he
stay
gonna
there.
jump off.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump
All right,
off.
then. I'm here. You hold
Salute,
your
salute,
chat down.
sir. Salute, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I ain't trying to take over now. It's too hot to drink today, man. It's motherfucking 95 degrees in this mug. I mean, it's
Okay.
95.
You've been doing good. You doing good so far. You've been dropping jewels and shit. You ain't drive us in the woods yet. I ain't got no brakes on this motherfucker, so you keep stay on your best behavior, nigga, for a little while. Still
Man,
daytime,
yeah,
goddamn it.
man. It's too hot for Port Loco. If I had them, I'd be somewhere else drinking. It's too hot for that right now. Gotta wait till the sun go down. You know, a lot of water, watermelon. You know.
Hey, Bruce Band, I dropped it back in there for you, bro, because I think it just wasn't letting you up. Because I seen you back there. I was trying to let you up, and it wasn't showing you on the joint. So maybe it was because I had already had two people up. Let's try it again, because I know you wanted to say something. So I threw it back down there. They said salute, man. The Cat brother said salute, man. They said salute to you,
Hey,
man.
man. Hey, tell them it's hump day. Tell them it's hump day. They don't do what you do. I'm capping. I'm
Salute,
I'm capping.
salute, Los.
Tell the Cap brothers what's up. They hear me. They hear me.
Yeah, they hear you. Yes, sir. Salute, Los. I see you, bro. Dogman TV, nonstop ambo. Salute, top shelf bow. Salute.
Oh, they thought I was hot
I
today.
dropped
They
it
got me
in there.
fucked up.
I,
Got me fucked up.
I
Thought I was
dropped that.
high.
I
It was
dropped it
too
in there
hot.
for you, Bruce Band. I dropped it in there for you, bro. Come on in before somebody else come up in here. I dropped it in for you.
The Incredible Hulk. Come on, Bruce.
Yeah, yeah, the Incredible Hulk.
Yep. Old Bruce Banner. Man, so goddamn hot, man.
Yeah,
God dang.
so you say it's the dog, man, doctor. I still say it's the hands. Cause like I don't give a fuck. I put a dog in your hands, I put a top dog in your hands or whatever, whatever. I can say whatever I want. And I'm talking about a puppy now. I ain't talking about no grown dog, no prospect. I put a puppy in your hand, I can tell you it's bred however. It could be off two grand champions. You don't give a fuck about nothing like that. You gonna see what you gonna see when you got the puppy, right or wrong. You gonna see what you
Now, now see what
you gonna,
now see what you saying is true. And that's the man and me saying what the dog is him is. That's what I'm yep, true and fact.
That's
If
right.
I get one,
That's right.
if I get one,
And then
if I get one, hey, oh, okay, I'm gonna see what you is. You know, yeah, yeah, definitely. When you put a puppy in a man's hand, you might be putting a puppy in the wrong people's hand. You know, like
yeah.
here goes some stuff. Here goes some stuff I'm talk about. When I was locked up with Stone City, man, he said he hated. He didn't say he hated West Side. He didn't say he hated West Side who riding Tony Rodriguez. He said they were just nasty yard men, dirty dog men. You know what I'm saying? And so
Uh-huh.
then much
Uh-huh.
between them, and much between them talk about Stone City. I had the privilege to be locked up with one of these people, and we talk dog talk
Yes,
every
sir.
day. And so he
Yes,
didn't.
sir.
He loved the Detroit, but he went in the Detroit area. They was on the outskirts of Detroit, but he always called Detroit dirty dog man because we we gave them dogs, and when we went back to see our dog, they had feces and shit. Even though West Side Hoorah, and Tony Rod came up to be, promising people, but these people's already promising. We seeing what y'all doing with our dogs, so y'all ain't worthy of being who we are, bro. You know. And so that's why I say it's all about who you put your puppy hands in. And then if you go buy one, it's all about, and then pretty much what you said, Toyo, it's all about the man. You gonna raise your dog to be this, or you gonna raise them to be that. The first sign,
Yes,
the
sir.
first sign you
Yes,
see is
sir.
not the first sign you see is not being who you is. Place the dog. If it wear a paper dog, just place the dog. And then when you find
Okay.
another wear a paper dog, and they're doing what you want to do, take it back to the one that you didn't know what gonna do, and I guess you're gonna put that higher vigor into it. I don't know, man. But
Yes, man. Oh shit. Hey, nah, Bruce. Hey, Incredible Hulk. It's something on your end. Cause nah, this time it ain't no excuse
hey,
because
bro,
I opened the door wide open for
yeah,
you. And I
hey,
seen you
let
in
me
there,
come back. I
but some
damn
type
sure
of way
will.
it ain't letting me let you in. I don't know what's going on, why it ain't letting me let
You
you
wanna
in.
blow me
Maybe you gotta prove your camera or something. Cause all it's showing is like you in here, but your camera off or some shit like that. I don't know what it's saying. But I'm trying to bring you on the stage. It ain't let me. Maybe you turned into the Incredible Hulk and they ain't letting you up this jump.
You can come in. I ain't saying shit, man. That's too hot to be drinking right now, bro. I'm gonna turn around about when them boys come on. They ain't gonna let me in, so well. I enjoy talking to you,
Yeah, that's what it
Toyo.
must. It's something on your end, Bruce, because they was able to come in fine. So it's something on your end. Because I ain't blocking your mic or your camera. I'm not doing that. I don't even know how to do that.
I ain't sit up here and be stupid. God damn it. Oh,
I know you is. I know you is. You getting pissed. You ready to turn into the Incredible Hulk? Yes,
excuse
sir.
me, baby.
Yes,
I
sir.
miss you too. Could you buy me my first beer today, if you don't mind? You-
Pressure said, there you go. There you go. Salute, Pressure.
It costs $3, baby. I'm headed to the store. Yeah, buddy. Finna get locked. Don't look at me. I got me $3. Get your ass off.
You happy as shit. You happy as shit. You got some shit going on right now.
What y'all up to? Live from the front porch, man. It's hot as hell out here, Toyo. How I feel down there where y'all at? Man, it's hot.
Shit, it ain't that. It ain't that hot. It's like kind of getting ready to rain or some shit. It's like some shit like that. It's in the 80s though.
Oh no, we got this 95 peaking on us. Man, what about in Detroit, man? Hey, check this out. Y'all go to y'all Fox 2 News in the D and watch a nigga stab, kill a woman on camera and kill his boyfriend on camera and stab two other people at a pool party. Cause they beat his mama up. He sat back and watched them jump his mama. Now listen, chat, please listen. The nigga sat back and watched them jump his mama, stomp her out, then with the stabbing people. But the first time you would have jumped my mama, a real nigga would have been like, hey, it's already on. I ain't got to wait
Right,
for it.
right, right. I got.
So what y'all think about
I
that, bro?
understand what you're saying.
You know.
I mean, shit happens. Shit happens. And you up in the D, and I understand what you're saying. You can't. You saying he should have jumped out there as soon as the nigga raised his hands to do something to his mother. I see what you're
No,
saying.
no,
His mother shouldn't
what
have had to
happened?
go through no stomp out. His, mo-
No, his
you
mama
should. His
went
mother
through a
shouldn't have
stump.
had to go through no stomp out for him to
And
have
then
to
you
do
sitting
nothing.
back watching. You sitting back watching your mama go through a stump out. Then you gonna get mad, start stabbing people. You should have did
Yeah, I
that
know
soon
what
as
you're
they
saying.
put hands on her, bro. So I call
Yeah,
that
I
a
know what
weak.
you're saying.
I call it a weak ass
Soon as they
nigga, man.
raised hands, not soon as they put hands on. As soon as they raised their hands to even put hand on, or even fix their mouth to act like they was going. That's when shit should have popped off. Not
And
to
that's what
after
I'm
she
telling
got stomped
you, bro.
out. I understand, Tony. I
Yeah,
understand,
yeah, yeah,
Tony, where
man.
you coming from.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about hey, for the brother did what he did. Yeah, you did right, but it was too late for what you did. You just flat out murdered people while your mama was getting, like when she was getting stumped, I would have been murdering. Well, excuse my, hey, forgive me, Lord, and forgive the chat and everybody else. But man, you put your hands on my mama at a party and y'all fucking around, it's over. It is over,
Forgive us and all. Forgive us and all that. I know that's right. Forgive us too.
man.
Forgive us too. Forgive
Forgive
the chat
me.
too. All right.
No, some real
Hey,
shit though, bro. That shit just
hey, I
happened 2 days
understand, bro.
ago.
You just talking about current events in your area. You know, it ain't like
Yeah.
you out here doing none of that shit. You just talking about some
Nah,
sad shit that happened. You
I've
just
been
talking
on
about some sad shit
PBK.
that
I
happened,
did,
and it's
man.
real.
I've been on PBK. My
All
mama
right.
getting snubbed. Oh, man, doctor, yeah, okay. It'd have been bad. Your mama getting stumped out. You want to kill people later. But man, I told y'all it's
Oh, it's
crazy
still
up here,
hot
bro.
down there. He said it's
You
still
said
hot
what
down
now?
there. 92 feel like. No, I said pressure says 92, but it feel like 103 down there. I hear you, pressure.
He up in the Midwest. We feeling it now, man. We don't like this too much. I know I don't, unless I'm
King T
about
said
some
you better
damn
do the
war.
motherfucking. King T said you better. You know King T gonna fuck with you, man, Doctor. He said you better do the motherfucking chores while you feeling good. Do them chores now so you can be partying tonight when Hump Day come on. When they come on, so you won't have
Hey,
so they won't be messing with you,
man.
huh?
Hey, I have
Yeah,
no
you gotta do
comments
them
for the
chores
King.
now, shit, so you won't get no
Hey,
feedback when it's time when Hump Day come
hey,
on,
where you finna go to the store? All right, hold on. I'm going with you.
huh?
I said, man, tell King T don't have no comments for that. He got me on that one. Cause they coming back to party. They coming back to party every night till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna let you be the cameraman because you're gonna have the fucking chores you're gonna have to do. You need to do the chores now.
See what?
You ready to get tight, save
Hey,
them
man, don't keep on
for
being the
later.
butler, nigga. Man,
You got
slow this bitch
look at
down,
you.
man.
Get them, you ready to go get that shit now? Listen, you ready to go get them now. You ain't gonna be able to save them till later. You gotta put a couple of them up so it get cold for later for the hump day show. For the hump day show. And do these chores
It
while
won't
you
be cooked. They
sober.
hungry.
And
They
do the
come on
chores
mess
while
up
you
the dish.
sober.
She
Knock
expect me to clean
that
up
shit
behind,
out
but they
later,
all right
y'all. You
too.
got your coat.
As long as she bring them girls, I don't give a fuck about cleaning up behind them.
Yeah.
They gonna be some here tonight. They just too hot in the
Mhm.
day in the D right now. Flash. They walk in the store, man, I ain't want to spend them money. I'm gonna get me a polo coming. What? You driving my damn cousin car crazy. Oh boy.
For local need sponsor you, bro. You be doing the
What
for
Bruce Banner was scared to
local
come
thing. They
in?
need sponsor you, bro. I ain't even gonna front. Nah,
What's
he was
up,
trying to come
Toyo?
in, but some type of way his shit ain't letting him come in.
Something went
Like
off.
y'all was coming in, something ain't right with his shit
Yeah.
coming in. Yeah, something ain't shit. He was trying to come in though. Especially you on that little ball headed John, huh? See, Bruce is saying you right in here. It's already saying you in here. But it's saying your camera's off. It's saying your camera's off, but it's saying you here. You know, that's all I can tell you. That's all the information I got. You up here beside me, saying you here, but nobody sees you. So I left you up there. Yes, sir. It's saying you in the building. But of course, we know you ain't in the building, but you up out here in there. The door's still open. You must be just standing in the doorway and shit. The little ball head joint, huh? The little ball head jump. The niggas like that ball head jump. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Bo ain't said nothing. I don't know if nonstop in the Navy, but you ain't said. I ain't hear. I like to know your input on it. Do you think it's more influence on these dogs? It's the bloodline itself, or or should I just say? Because I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Hands versus the bloodlines. So both of them, both of them are major parts. But which one do you lean more towards that has more influence, like uh, bringing a good dog out or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Now I'm a little high now, but basically the hands versus the bloodlines. God damn it! I even to say the owner and his hands versus the breeder and his bloodline. Which one is it? Which one you more lead towards? Which one you more lead towards in this dog game that had more influence in this dog game? Was it the breeder and his bloodline, or was it the owner and his hands that make a bloodline to get you even hollering at the breeder? Was it you know what I'm saying? Do you like do you like the Lakers? Do you like Lakers period? Do you just like the Lakers period no matter who's the team, what team they got? What coach they got, whatever, or do you like the Lakers when Magic was there, and or when Kobe was there, when different players was there, or you just a Lakers man? I guess it's kind of like that too. Are you just with the program, or nah? You respect certain you respect the work that the program did when it did work. When that shit garbage is garbage. Do you respect Pat Riley when he had them rocking and rolling? You know what I mean? Do you respect that other dude? The other dude, I keep forgetting his name, the tall dude when he had the Lakers and had that triangle and one shit going on. I forget his name. But y'all feel where I'm coming from with it though.
What's the word,
That
bro? You been on
Supreme,
for?
see what I mean? Bruce Banner, see how it was easy for me, that Supreme, and so it's something on your end, Bruce Banner. It's something on your end, bro.
What's the word, bro?
Nothing, bro. We just in here chopping it up, helping the brothers get through their day at work on a hump day. Hope helping them to get through them last couple of hours of work and shit. Bulldog.
Yeah, yeah, you sure helped me. My last little hour.
What? That's your work or that's your machine? What the fuck is that? A machine? Okay, you
Uh,
gotta scoot up out there. You off now?
yeah, I'm at the gym now.
Yes, sir, Carlos. That's why that statement you made leans towards the hands. So that you're just that statement you make. That I'm saying the same type of shit. Salute, Carlos. The hands are that important, that are that influential, or that can make that the hands can make a real dent, they're really important.
I was at work listening. I was at work listening to y'all earlier. It was a nice little debate y'all had.
Yeah, yeah, pressure, pissy pimping Willie, what is it? Keeping pissing Willie. Yeah, he did good today. He did good today. He ain't drive us in the woods. He ain't drive us in the woods. He did good today. Dropped his jewels off, and kept it moving. Salute to pissy peeping Willie. Salute. Shreveport in the building. Shreveport in the building. Salute Shreveport in the building. That whole Shreveport. Yes, sir. Damn, doctor back from the store already. That nigga must have drove 100 miles per hour to the store.
That nigga got a magic carpet.
That nigga said he back from the store already. Ain't no more goddamn link, bad doctor. Ain't no more goddamn link. You was driving and you did good. I ain't letting you come back in here and drive us in the woods this time. Cause I know you ready now. You ready to talk that shit now. I got a good one out you and I'm gonna keep a good one out you. Talk your shit from the chat, nigga. Be mad at me. I ain't dropping no goddamn link. I don't
It's
trust how fast you got back from that motherfucking liquor store. You already halfway down that. You already halfway down that one of those four logos already. You gonna come in talking cash shit, driving us straight in the woods. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. Salute, top shelf. I know that's you. I know that ain't nonstop making that comment. I know that's a top shelf comment. If the hands don't do nothing, you never heard about the animal. Yeah, that's top shelf right there. That's top shelf right there. I already know. I can smell the top shelf, top shelf boat comment. I can smell the nonstop comment too. Take it how you want, nonstop.
he said take it how you want.
Hey, hey.
He said,
Oh shit.
oh man.
Uh-huh. He said, link, no four logos to the hat. That doctor said, link, no four logos to the hat. Salute, man, doctor. Salute, 5-1. You the man. That's all I can say. You the man right now, bro. You the man right now. I'm gonna let you go ahead and drop your link and all that. My fault, y'all. I'm back. Underground Railroad try to come get me. Underground Railroad came, tried to tell me came through came through, blew the horn and shit. No hands, no dog. That's right. I understand historical stuff, but today, if the dog got prey drive and good confirmation, hold up, let me put that up there on the joint so I can read it. So I can read that. I understand the historical stuff, but today, if the dog got prey drive and good confirmation, it's cool. Most people ain't in the woods hunting. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree on that statement, Tony. I agree on that statement. You know, you know, what can you ask? What what could you ask for even back then when in historical times, but a healthy dog with good conformation and shit, like I say, then it's on you with the hands. If that dog, I don't care what bloodline it's from. If you got a healthy dog, good conformation, and all that type of stuff, good dog, healthy conformation, good temperament with the prey drive, just like you said. That's what you're
All
looking
dogs
for
that have
today.
good confirmation.
Yeah, yeah. All good dogs ain't have confirmation, but what else can
Right.
you ask for from a what else can you ask for from a breeder? So the same thing you say you would want today, Tony, is the same thing somebody would have wanted back in historical times. A good dog
That's right.
with
That's right. That's right. That's right.
with good confirmation and healthy and stuff like that. Cause a dog man gonna use his hands. You know, cause you know what I'm saying? Like Bloom, cause like I say, that's all I want from a breeder. All that other shit is just gonna be lies. You promising me this and telling me he offered this and his father did that and his aunt did this and all that shit. Man, who gives a fuck? That's
I
what
don't
they
care
did.
about
Cool.
that shit.
Yeah, the puppy, that sound all good, but this puppy get ready. I'm ready to put my hands on this puppy, and either this puppy gonna make me smile or it's gonna make you feel good when I say it's yeah, you right, or whatever, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. But other than that, it's all that shit has to be proven. Of all that, give me my puppy. I gave you money. Now it's time for me to do some work. I can't just take that motherfucker home because he healthy and he bred good and he got
No, none of
pre-drive
that,
and he
none
got
of
good
that, none of that, none of
temperament.
that. No,
And I take him home. I take him home and just feed him and put him on the chain, just feed him or bring him to the house, just let him sit with me, whatever, 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 and expect him to be a top echelon athlete like these guys we talking about of historical times and of today that be doing that top notch type of shit. There ain't no way you could be saying no shit like that. You can't just get that. You just can't get that because they parents and them did that shit. You can't just get that. And just because they parents and them did that shit, don't mean that um like they had other dogs. Is what I'm saying. It was cousins, it was aunts, it was sisters, it was this and that. All of them could have been garbage. Like so. Somebody salute the hands, man. Salute the hands. Again, I'm saying salute the hands. That's all I'm saying. Give me a healthy
all right,
dog,
all right,
good
all right.
confirmation, good prey drive, just like Tony just said. And I'm cool.
I'm gonna salute
I'm
the
cool.
hand.
Now it's on me. It's on me.
I'm gonna salute the hand. What what 8 weeks, about 7 weeks old. Both of them went on a code name keep.
BRB.
A code name keep to me is put my puppies on two big ass bricks. When they start pulling them bricks, it's time for you to go outside. They pulling them bricks in the house while I took them outside. So I already knew they were strong. By the time they got 6 and 7 months, they were pulling like about 30-pound car tires and stuff. And so that's why I said both of them work the same way. I put hands on both of them. It just, to me, Red, I just don't know what happened. I mean, I maybe have started them too
All
early. I
right.
should have waited.
Now
Both of them had the
listen.
same regiments. And
BRB
I
say if the breeder don't play a major part, then now
never,
they have. If the breeder don't play a major part, then how did you get one to do anything with? Okay, hold up, BRB. We ain't saying
right.
that the don't move the field goal post on us, BRB. We did not say
Please
that
don't
the
do that.
breeder do not play a major part. We ain't say that the breeder don't play no major part now. Now the question is which is the heavier part? Like, you know what I mean? Like what which more do you lean
We keep
more
going
to
to the
be
breeder
more
get curved.
to more important? You could just say 50-50, or you could say the breeder, or you could say the hands. But we ain't saying that the breeder doesn't play a major part. The breeder
I'm
does
saying
play a
the
major
hands.
part.
I'm saying the hands.
Some people even think the breeder plays a more of a part than the hands. So is that what you're saying, BRB? That you think the breeder plays more of a part in having a good dog than the hands themselves?
No, they
That is
don't.
that what you is that what you want? Is that what you want to say, BRB? It's no problem. Nobody's saying nobody right. We just saying what we think is dog men. Different strokes for different folks. Mr. Mike Dan, when I touch my dog, I tell them Mr. Mike Dan, when I touch my dogs, I tell them I love them every time. So when they hear it, they know my daddy about to show us that attention they love. Salute that. Salute that,
Yeah, salute that.
Big
Yeah,
Saw. Salute
salute.
that.
Pretty
Let me
much what
see.
mine saying. Pretty much what
Yo,
mine saying. Me, they knew it was work time. And they knew it was work time. But when they got in their prime, when I stepped on the yard, they knew they had to go do a job. And they knew what their job was. You wasn't gonna be on my yard unless you doing that job. Like I said, I ain't killed no more than 5 or 6
mm-hmm,
dogs, mostly females and 3 males. And
mm-hmm.
so when I step out of my yard, I know what my female was gonna do. I knew what Boston J. Rule gonna do. I didn't mess with Red. 'Cause I told y'all Red was a different type of he was a different kind of rough ass curve dog. Scratch some days and then some days he don't. I would never bet money on a dog like that, but he was just devastating with his mouth. I never bred him, but I killed him and killed him up, kept him pretty and all that. He wasn't getting no ass, but you could fight anytime. Yeah, you can go in the box anytime you wanted to. I ain't feel like fucking with Boss, and Boss was only going out for money. And J. Rue, Nicole, she was hard to work, but Cookie, her daughter, she was getting primed up, and I sold Nina to my uncle. So every time I step on my yard, my dog knew what I was looking for. They knew I had to have performance out there. Or else you weren't gonna be there. They knew that. They knew that. They could smell it. They could smell it. So I go with the hands because y'all talking about breeders. Whoever said that, I ain't get my dog from no breed. I got my dog out the newspaper with papers. And then, like I said, the original bounty hunter bounced and said, yeah, them his puppy from Jack Wilson. So I never did question their paperwork. I just questioned what you gonna do. And they, most of them did the same thing. So I bred them all back to each other with the little Kobe we got. The Kobe we got was from not Lewis, but his son Lewis. We got him. And and that's all we ran with, just all that 5-1, that Kobe stuff. We were successful until my cousin then went out to other stuff. So I went in the game when they went out to other stuff. But we ran our stuff so successful, we didn't care. But the only thing I hated in my life was my KPs come together with me to get the money that I wanted to go. Now we're gonna stay at 5,000, we're gonna stay at 5,000 with ball. No, let's go 10, let's go 10. But they'll go 10 and 15 with there, but they would never go with me because I always thought they were jealous. When you got KPs and they're jealous of you, y'all could be together because we were all cousins. Remind you, we was all cousins. But my dog was always better than they shit. And then whenever they needed me, they come and get me. And so it kind of hurted. I had cousins that had KPs, but
So
my dog could be
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Mad Doctor. Historically speaking, like, okay, so
we
why,
back to
if y'all
anything.
had
Go
the
ahead.
same dogs, so if y'all
All
had
right.
the same
Hey,
dogs, you
yeah,
and
yeah.
listen.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen. Let me finish the question. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
When if y'all had the same dogs, you and your friend had the same dogs, right?
Right.
How
Go
how,
ahead.
how did you make yours better? How was yours better? Was it because your hand you did more with them? You think you was more hand? What do you think separated you if y'all had the same dogs? What
All
would you
right.
think
All
made
right.
yours better than
All
his?
right. All right. So let me clear this up. The reason we had the same dog because he had got some red boy Eli Jeep dog from somewhere. She a red nose name. I'm gonna call the
All right,
dog name.
I know.
But
Fuck
but
all
but
that.
but but
Fuck
Nicole,
all that. Why? How did you
no,
make
no, no.
yours better?
'Cause I got Nicole. I got Nicole from him, and Nicole was boss sister. We bred her to little man a Jeep dog. When I gave him when I gave him a puppy, he had the same thing I had on my yard. What I gave to him, that was
Never
Frank
mind.
White.
Never mind.
And
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
you
Never
know,
mind.
but
Never
what
mind.
made me better than him? I competed
Never
more
mind.
than them.
Never mind.
I
Never mind.
competed.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Check this out. Let me see. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking
I
about.
competed hard.
Man,
I
doctor, hold
competed
on. Let
hard.
me see what they talking about.
I competed hard.
All right, I
They
heard you.
did them.
About the fuck time. About time you got to the motherfucking point. But anyway, Tony True, but as the owner, let me see.
The
But
point
it
was, the
won't
point
stop them
was,
from getting
Bulldog,
ribbons at the ABJ confirmation.
Tayo,
I heard you. I
Toyo.
heard you. I heard you. I
They
heard you.
didn't know
I
no
heard
damn
you.
body in the
I heard
city.
you.
I knew everybody. They didn't know nobody. I brought
All
them
right.
in.
All right. All
That
right.
was the difference.
Got you. I
I
understand.
brought them in.
I understand. I got it. The breeder has to give you a good animal from the start, not a defect type of dog like he don't want. Okay, BRB. The breeder has to give you a good dog from the start. Okay, BRB. My question is to you: if you're getting a puppy, how you know it's a good dog? Only thing you're gonna know is if it's healthy or not, or whatever, good structure. You only gonna know the most your eyes can see. Everything.
They're
So
hybrid
the
dogs.
good
They
and bad,
hybrid.
the good and bad comes in again after the hands. After you do something with the dog, then you know if it's good or bad. You understand? So yeah, you still. I feel you. I feel you with the breeder thing, but like I'm coming back with you with the hands. You saying the breeder has to give you a good dog. I say, hold up, pump your brakes right there. How What do you mean the breeder giving me a good dog? What do you calling a good dog? You mean a pup, a good pup? Or what are you calling a good pup? I guess you saying a healthy pup is a good pup, a healthy pup. What else you want? What else you want to make this pup good? What else? Boom. You can have the best pup in the world. I give it to you, BRB. The breeder gave you the best pup in the world. But how did you know that he gave you the best pup in the world? That's my question to you. How do you know he gave you the best pup in the world until you put your hands on him and then later on you're gonna say, man, that was the best pup in the world.
That's the question he can't
I'm
answer.
trying to figure it out. The
That's
hands.
the question he can't answer. A good hand made me a breeder. All my dogs that were good to me, I bred them together. So I had to go outside to get no more. I bred. That's why I kept 4 females and 3 males. Only Boston J. Rue breed. I kept them 4 females. Cookie, Nicole,
Yeah.
and Nina.
He tried to throw that cap on me. he threw the cap on me. No, you can't leave luck out. You can't leave luck out. You know what I mean? Even when you know what I do, top shelf, top shelf. If I see anything, just me being a dog, it's hard for me to me being. I try to keep humble with it. I try to keep humble with it. So even if I do see something that I might look like, I might feel as though, man, that's my work or whatever, whatever. Man, before I was lucky as shit. I ain't even that I got the answer. In the bulldog world, you to me, you you can't never say you got the answer. It's too great. Like even when your plans come together and the shit worked out for you, me being the humble dog, man. At the end of the day, even when it worked for me, I was like, damn. I give props to the luck. I ain't even gonna front. I give props to Lady Luck. It all had to line up, man. It all had to line up, man. You realize that when you even getting ready, when you even getting ready for for any competition, you know, this is after you then dealt with your breeder, after you didn't put your hands on the dog, you didn't put your little hands on the dog. Now you going into a competition to show this dog or whatever, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So even through that, because you're meeting people on the same level, and they put their hands on their dogs. They got their dogs from their breeders, you know, and all y'all now is competing these dogs. So, you know, a lot of variables still come into play. You did your part, the breeder did their part, you put your hands on it, and it's still something that gotta be done by the dog. You dig what I'm saying? Fuck what you did and all that shit. The dog still gotta do something at the end of the day at the competition. You dig what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. You know what I mean? Hey, function go along with confirmation, but it's always ex- exceptions to the rules. Yes, sir. And we can't forget that because we can't sit here and act like every great dog had the best confirmation. Every winning dog had the best confirmation. Now, historically speaking. So let's look at it. Those dogs were still good dogs, so those dogs still got bred. You dig what I mean? So, who were those dogs getting bred to? You know what I mean? Like so people be worrying about confirmation, but they still it depends on what you're looking for. People looking for performance, boom, boom, boom. But do you think those dogs with bad confirmation that was really great dogs, right? Do you think that they got bred to some females just for confirmation? Now think about that. So that mean that they went to something that really ain't had to be had no accolades and nothing like that. They basically, I'm just looking for some confirmation. And that you might got that old female in the corner that she threw out big bone dogs and all that type stuff or whatever, you know. So, you know, dogs get bred for different reasons. Dogs get bred for different reasons. So I think that only applies to the dog when you buy a prospect from a breeder. Yes, now that's a whole that kind of tilts it more towards the breeder now. But then again, you could say the breeder had to, like, all right, let's look at that for a minute. If you go get something that somebody calling a prospect, now you ain't even getting no puppy. So you kind of took your hands influence out the way. So how is this a good dog? Just because he made it to the age of what, 18 months? And was on the chain and was fed good and was acting some type of way or something like that? Or again, did the breeder have to actually put hands on him for him to tell you this is a good dog? Because where does the good part come in is what I'm saying. Because all I see is healthy, and now he's at 18 months. Unless somebody put some hands on him, because now y'all saying good. When you saying good, that means hands. When you saying good, to me, when you saying good, that means hands involved some type of way, hand-eye coordination. So, so I'm just not going to throw when somebody say good into some. That's not going to just mean to me that you raised that dog in a healthy environment and all that, and he's a healthy dog. You still just played your part as being a caretaker of the dog, and you giving him to me healthy. You giving him to me healthy. So now that he survived to be 18 months, now his structure is more that I can see that he's going to be a big dog or something, or I can see his temperament a little bit more better now, or I can see the prey drive is even getting more intense now that he's of this age. Does that make him good? I mean, this is still regular shit that the pit bull come with. So to me, to say good, you still had to put hands or hand-eye coordination. That's just me. Salute, balling up in here. Salute, balling. Yes, sir. Bruh. My hands. Ball 6 times. That's how I like you kicking it down there. Kick that shit down there. That's gangster. I like when you down there kicking that shit. Don't be up here kicking that shit, bro. My hands. Ball 6 times. One time, Jay. Oh man, one time. Yeah, you know how I put that shit up in there. I like it. And I like reading it though. I ain't gonna front. Even every time you put it up there, I know you saying something, man, doctor. Those and those hands, that's hands you writing about up there. That's hands. I hear you. Honestly, from a breeder's perspective, luck got a lot to do with it. If you can keep a whole litter, you get a reality check and see all the little details that make the difference between the dogs. And I think that's very important, Tony. Like, the importance of being able to keep a whole litter and actually watching them grow to maturity. You know what I mean? Like, then you can start learning about that. Not all dogs, but you could learn something about those dogs. You can learn to get an honest assessment on those dogs. You shouldn't even be talking to people about any things. Some of these things shouldn't even be talked about by you, in my opinion. Some things shouldn't be talked about a person. I mean, y'all can talk about whatever. But basically, like what you just said, Tony, like those the only type niggas that should be talking about dogs, basically, like niggas that let whole litters grow up and seen litters of families and shit like that. You know what I mean? They shit should hold more weight. I agree. They shit should hold more weight. When they keeping them whole litters and all that, and they actually putting them in hands and all that. Yeah, I give props to them. They. That's another level. That's another level. That's another level. But you can hear it in the way they talk, if they talk at all. A lot of shit don't surprise them that surprise other people because they seen it before. They seen it before many a time. Any any blood we judge, it's in old rules. You you did you don't judge on papers unless it comes from one twisting around while someone looks at his butt. Okay, 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 okay. Ballin', what you think? Ballin', what you think? Is it the hands versus the owners in his hands versus the breeder and the bloodline? Which one? Which one you say hold more weight, or do you say it's an even Steven? I think the hands won, though, gentlemen. I think the hands won for the most part. I think we had four people that said 50-50 and they stood on it. Maybe three people. I give them four. I think we might have had three people that said the breeder and the bloodline. We had a bunch of flip flops, double flipped and triple flipped and all that. I don't even know where they at standing at. But it's still like 3-4 and I think the breeder. I give them that. But the rest of us was saying the hands. The hands. You need the hands. And we all know a good dog can pop up in some garbage hands and still do wonders. We give that credit to the dog. We give that shit to the dog. All that extracurricular shit that happened when it ain't supposed to happen, you give that to the dog. You give that shit to the dog. That's supernatural shit. But on the whole, you know what I mean? You need them hands to bring out what that breeder saying that dog got in him and that breeder believes got in him and all that type shit. All that hype that breeder believe in, all that hype that bloodline bring out, all that hype about everything. Hands gotta bring it out that dog. Hands gotta bring it out that dog. To make it to make everybody feel like they can do it. That's what hands do. Once they get in hands and it show that this the snooty shit they be talking about can do that, that get other people interested. That get other people hands involved. And their hands might take it to something else. Boom, boom, boom. But it always be like that. You know what I mean? And like I say, can the hands can turn a program around. The hands can destroy a program if you put them in the wrong hands. But it's a beautiful thing when you hear people saying, "Oh man, that shit ain't no good. That shit ain't no good," and then you see the right people fuck with it. The right people fuck with it because they ain't worrying about all the talking and whatever. They already targeted in. They already in the zone. They already focused. You know what I mean? They bulldogging. So when they get their hands on certain things, they bring out the best in that dog and make everybody else look at it like, look at the magic. You dig what I'm saying? Then everybody else want to run and grab it, You know what I mean? Build, you got to put them hands on it because these dogs is individual. These dogs act out individual. That's why famous dogs, if it really was in all that shit, that's another I was talking about. It ain't no fucking formula to this shit. You basically say, because, like, you know what I mean? It's just what you like to do. It's techniques and labels and all that type shit. But at the end of the day, it's luck and variables and gray areas that when things lined up, you get good shit behind it or bad shit behind it. You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't saying nothing new. This shit been said before. This shit been said before. You know what I mean? And the opposite has been said before. So, like I said, we just chopping it up. I'm trying to help y'all get through the work day on hump day. That's all it is. I ain't nobody.
And they took my motherfucking
Breeder
hand.
and bloodlines. A true breeder, in my eyes, should know the family of dogs and traits to a T. They should be able to tell you what to expect from the different crosses and strains. Okay, Ballin'. All right, so you one that came in for the breeders and bloodlines. Salute that.
Big
All
key to
right,
my
y'all heard what
brother.
he said. Salute that, Ballin'. He said he choose the breeders and the bloodline. Cause true breeders, in my eyes, let me put it up there. He said breeders in my
Yeah, so your ass goes to Metro PCS. Well, shit, while we waiting on Toyo to get back, I'm in the backyard with Faye. You know, she ain't gonna let a motherfucker come home and not do nothing. Really wasn't paying attention to shit y'all was talking about. All I heard was bloodline hands and goddamn it, breeding. God damn, that motherfucker loud. Oh, we got
Yes,
Toyo back
sir.
from the
Yes, sir.
Fed
Did you keep it
joint.
rocking for me, Supreme?
Oh yeah, I told him you had to go do some Fed time. You'll be back.
Yeah, that shit. Everything was fine till you got up here.
It be like that.
Everything was fine till you got up here. I think I might need you to get the fuck off because everything was fine till you got up here. So I think you might need to skip the fuck off and jump back in. How about that?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Because you sound like a robot anyway, and everything was fine till you got up here. So fuck
I
all that.
sound now
Jump
when I
off
get
and
off
come
the.
back on.
I sound when I take the video off.
Check one.
Check two.
All righty, all righty. Ballin', you rocking. Cause first, we didn't have nobody jumping on that breeder thing, and these things that you talking about, balling is definitely official. I like how you breaking it down about the breeder. That's something. Yeah, you got good points there. You got good points there. I'm still leaning towards the hands though, but
Come on.
basically, I definitely,
You see?
I like the way you came in with that breeder junk. Hey, can you hear me, Supreme?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you, put it on mute or something, bro, for a minute. Shit, I'm trying to talk shit. That's my little bro though, but like I heard some shit going on that kept on knocking me off. He was knocking me off the jump. Then he gonna be laughing and shit like that shit funny and shit. All right, what time for you get the fuck off? Then shit, fuck is you talking about? Nigga, we rocking up this jump. Supreme means Supreme though. Salute, my bro. Yeah. They say wait till 3 years. Okay, wait. The one they need you for. The fuck then we take over that. Yeah. The breeder should be the coach, mentor, balling. I like all that shit. I like all that shit. I'm still leaning towards the hands though, but I hear that shit though. I hear that you good picking your breeder ass. You picking the good breed. They mentors and all that type shit. I said the best thing they can do for me is happy with a happy, healthy puppy. All right, let's make that exchange. Make sure this motherfucker eat all that. Boom, boom, boom. You know, come from them blood of you saying they is, man, you ain't even gotta talk to me no more. I don't need no motherfucking coaching and mentor and all that. I do not need them lies. I need to know what I'm gonna be doing with this dog. I'm gonna put my hands on this dog. I'm putting my hands on this dog. You know what I mean? Uh, And they gonna give me I got you though. You say, you need to be talking to the breeder because you go, I guess you saying, some of these lines, the breeder knows the dogs better than you. So you saying you want to be in contact with that breeder to ask questions and shit like that or whatever. I got you. I never could really do that with I ain't never did none of that. I ain't even gonna lie. That I never did none of that. I never really, I guess I don't know. I never had them type of relationships with breeders. You know what I mean? I ain't even, I looked at everything like, if they try and tell me some other shit besides me buying this motherfucking dog, they just souping this shit up. They just souping that shit up. I done been heard a whole bunch of lies so much. I'm already going there for a certain reason. I'm going there for that. Either, I'm going there for either the what they say in the traits bring from that bloodline, or either somebody it's a famous dog that somebody put their hands on, and that might be trying to stick my dog to or whatever, whatever. Other than that, put it like this: I already got in my mind what I want, and all I need from each breeder that I get a dog from, if I'm getting a dog from a breeder, is a healthy one, and a healthy American Pit Bull Terrier with good temperament and prey drive and all that type shit. I got trust and eyes to look for what I need. You get what I'm saying? I don't need the breeder to be trying to pull no wool over my eyes and tell me when I tell him, man, this joke ain't acting right, woo, and he telling me, well, just wait. You gotta wait till boom, boom, boom. You gotta wait to this and wait to that, or wait to this and this. I could do all that shit myself. All of what I got my plans for is in my head and my hands. Woo, 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 woo. Sometimes, you know, what comes with that when you calling them and them dogs doing funny stuff that that's not what you really thought that was about. You seeing other people in your neighborhood with dogs that ain't even bred the same as yours, ain't even bred nowhere near yours. That's way more active, way more engaging, way more smarter and all that. Your shit looking like it's fucking salute short bus. Like it's on the short bus. Ain't getting it. And you calling your breeder, he telling you just wait. He gonna wake up around 2.5. He gonna wake up around 2.5. And maybe he will. Maybe he will. And maybe he will be a great dog. But what I'm trying to tell you, like, ain't nobody, a lot of people ain't trying to go do all that. If you let me do that to you, I would end up having good dogs too. If I have a lot of people that's to willing to willing to stick it with me and take my dogs and keep them and just call me and say when the motherfuckers acting crazy and it's be like and let me coach them through it and all that. Yeah, that's you're being good hands for your breeder. You're being good hands, not really that you're being good hands. You're important to him. You're the hands. You're listening to that bullshit he telling you and you actually doing it and you're gonna make his dog a good dog. You was good hands for him. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Rule number one, I'm not getting nothing from a breeder that can't show me a family of dogs. If I can't see a few generations right there with my own eyes, you can't tell me about them. Yeah, I be hearing people say that too. I be hearing the people say that too, like they want to see a family of dogs and all that type shit. That ain't hard for a breeder that got a lot of dogs. That ain't hard for them to show you a couple Michael Jordans and a couple a couple couple little jumps, Steph Curry, whatever. You got 100 dog yard or whatever. They hard for them to show you some cousins and some whatever. That don't mean shit about that puppy he gave you. That don't mean shit about that puppy he gave you. And then you already seeing the numbers. Is all of them Jordans out there? Is all of them Jordans out there? You know what I mean? You talking about the Jordans, so he's showing you little Jordans and little Magics and shit. But like he ain't telling you what the other dumb motherfuckers around for, and they just as important. They just as important to a breeder because again, breeders is using their dogs for different things. You know what I mean? To make Jordans and shit like that. So they gotta have the other pieces, the cold pieces, and all that, the shit that you don't want. You dig what I'm saying? But you trying your best to make your chances better, though. I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? You trying to put the press on them like, yeah, shit. I want to see the uncle and the cousin and nephew. He gonna have to show me something. Yeah, man, they already ready for you, bro. They already ready for you on that shit. If you going to a big yard, or a big person like Tom Garner or another big person, any of these big people, they gonna have a rack of dogs to where it's nothing to have 5 dogs to show you. 5 dogs, you impress. And they related, you impress. You thinking you getting one of them. What about the 95 other motherfuckers? You might got one of them. I'm just saying. Salute the hands. The hands didn't pull them genetics together, and not all hands the same. Some motherfuckers make the dogs, while others, the dog make them. You could put a dog in great hands. If the dog's some shit, he's some shit. Okay. can't really argue with that because basically you kind of saying the same shit I'm saying because you put the hands is involved for you to find out if anything good or bad. Hands have to be involved for you to find out if anything is good or bad. Labeling something good or bad before hands get involved is preposterous. Now, I don't want to think you telling me that a breeder can tell you this a good dog and he hand you a puppy and he telling you it's a good dog because his cousins, you just seen his cousins and aunts and all that shit doing some shit. So that's where you at with it. The good dog or bad dog comes with hands involved. You gonna make it a good dog, and at the end of the day, you still gonna get a dog the credit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all gonna get a dog the credit, but still, you gotta do your part. Put your hands on the dog to let this dog. Just because that dude say, just because that breeder saying all that shit, you can't just, you gotta play your part. You can't just bring him home and don't do nothing and expect when he get of age to compete at the top echelon as the other people that's putting hands on him and got the same dog, the brother to the dog that you got, and you just think it's good because you got the same. Y'all both got brothers, but this man putting hands on his. He putting hands on his. So when y'all start whatever, and if you ain't thinking your hands mean nothing, when you meet that man that's saying that them hands mean something, something should show. Something should show. Something should show. Unless you just going on, you think you got the lucky one, you lucked up some type of way, luck shining on you. You ain't have to put no hands involved. Talk to me. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. And I don't care if the hands good or bad, the hands still are important. The hands can fuck your program up if you putting them in the wrong hands. You have to put them in hands. That's why the hands are important. They gotta be good hands you're looking for. Because if they bad hands, it's people gonna go on that your shit no good. And then you'll know the importance of hands when you see somebody that took your shit and made it good or expressed it in a good way, let it express in a good way. Then you salute in the hands and you're going to keep it away from them other hands. But if hands don't mean nothing, you'll still just give them to all the hands. And if hands don't mean nothing, you can give them to all the hands and they're going to be good. It's as simple as that. If the hands don't mean nothing, you can give them to all the hands and your dog's still gonna be good. If you just that top-notch breeder that you got the formula and you put out the shit, you got the best shit when you breed them, then put them into all the hands then. Put them into all the hands, good or bad. They still should be good dogs. You shouldn't even worry about what hands you get them into. If that's the case. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? Where we at with it? Both for the same. There we go. Okay, BRB. I'll see you coming on over. You was all the way on the breeding side at first, but then you coming on over. I see you on over. Huh? They both the same. So it's about 5 saying it's both the same. Salute to y'all. Finally, I'm back and y'all still cook. 30. I'm trying to get y'all. I got y'all from people off work. Dog style. Dog style. Boom, boom, boom. That puppy comes with and a cat, right? And if you keep on the long stay, it got on you with the family and all that. The more caps he giving you, the more caps you getting. You might as well start handing you caps because basically, the more you sit there, if you don't just get that puppy a roll and know what the fuck going on, then basically you there just to collect caps because basically that's what the fuck gonna go on. He gonna keep on giving you a whole bunch of caps. You shouldn't even give a fuck about that shit. Get your puppy a scoop. Two equal hands, two litter mates, one make it, one don't. Is it the hands' fault? All right. Two equal hands, two litter mates, one make it, one don't. Nah, that ain't the hands. Everybody did their job. Every to me on that situation put out there, I see you trying to scoot the field goal post and all that type shit. But look, that situation you just put out there, I'm gonna take it like this. Everybody did their part and left it on the dog. And left it on the dog to do its part. Everybody did their part in that situation. And let the dogs be the dogs. And one of them made it and one of them didn't. That's all I can say on that. That's all I can say on that one. I can't say that statement is saying that, oh, the breeder, boom, boom, boom. You can't even disqualify the hands on it. If you think that statement is disqualifying the hands, no, that statement is saying that everybody seems like they played their part because you said two equal hands. So I'm giving it to you. I'm riding with you. And the dogs were able to be the dogs. Hey, that's how it's supposed to be done. Hey, let's get it. BRB. There has been dogs from the womb that don't care about nothing but smash until the day they die. Who played that part? Yeah, but the question I asked you, okay, they, you said that they don't have no care but nothing but smashing. All right, what do that mean though? That just mean that they acting like they willing to go smashing. It don't mean nothing to after the smash. Like just cause you ready to whatever. Like what did you say? Like okay, they acting good. They're acting good. They acting good from the womb. The womb to what? BRB. What you want to give them? They acting good. Okay, they acting good. I give them the best acting motherfuckers till when? Till the smashes start happening. That's when you gonna know. Other than that, they just acting like they want to smash. You know, come on with that. Come on, what we talking about? What we talking about? They be acting like they want to smash from the beginning, man. From the beginning, yeah. They can keep on acting like that. Keep on acting like that. So what are we saying though? We saying they good because they act like that? You know what I mean? I mean, you might think like that. You know, all right. Let me see. It starts with an honest bred bulldog. The rest is hands. Bruce Banner, salute. Salute. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. You know I'm biased though, because I'm on the hand team. So yes, I agree with any statements they got to deal with, rolling with the hands. Boom, 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 boom. But balling going in though. Balling going in. You know what I mean? And Bruce, you wasn't over here the whole time. So I really like that. You wasn't over here all the time. You was fighting a little bit. You was fighting, but now that you going through it, marinating, and I know you might not be over here for long, you know, till 5 o'clock. We got till 5 o'clock, so we're gonna see where you end up at 5 o'clock. Top Shelf said it's the dog fault. That's what I said. Top Shelf. I said everybody else played their part, and that's when you doing the dogs honest. If the breeder played his part, gave you a healthy product, you did your part, which means you brung that dog up and you put your hands on him, the influences or whatever, and you decided you wanted to put him against other top athletes in any competition and other people's hands and stuff, and have it work. That was the job, and now the dog has to do his job. That's all that is. So if one of them didn't make whatever, that was the dog. That was the dog. And one out of two, shit, that's good, Ball, and that's good. That's good. So can the breeder not be his own hands? Yes, sir. The breeder can be his own hands, balling. Yes, sir. The breeder can be his own hands. It got to be hands involved. The breeder could be his own hands, and he should be the he should be the best hands for his dogs that he's raising. That's what I would think. He should be the best hands for his dogs that he's raising. You know what I mean? But still, when it's like that, yes, balling. That's right. The breeder, to me, a breeder should be having hands on his dogs, but a lot of them don't, and they be needing hands. So that's why I said when you were saying stuff earlier, you might be, it's different levels. So you might got a relationship with breeders that do have their hands on their dogs. So you kind of trust them or come up with them or whatever, come up with them some type of way or whatever. You understand? But all I'm trying to say, balling, is it got to be somebody hands involved before we start labeling shit good and bad. That's all I'm saying. Hands have to be, hand-eye coordination has to be involved before we start calling dogs good or bad. Anything else, they're just what They're American Pit Bull Terrier, healthy American Pit Bull Terrier. That's all you can, that's all you can expect and want and have a chance with. Because each one of those, no matter who you get it from, no matter what line, no matter what breeder, if you get a healthy American Pit Bull Terrier, it has the potential to be great in the right hands. So that's all you can ask for. Anything else, anything else is cat. You know, that's just me. Nonstop. If they giving the hands that much credit, that means the hands got to take credit when it don't work. Well, the hands ain't got to take credit when it don't work. The hands ain't got to take credit when it don't work, but it can be the hands' fault if they bad hands. If they bad hands and it don't work, then that's somebody else that you can see how that could play. You can see how you can see the answer to that ball, and okay, the hands ain't trying to shy away from the bad shit that come with bad hands. It's still hands. All right. So yeah, we all know that bad hands can fuck good dogs up. That's why the importance of putting it in good hands. What's the difference between good hands and bad hands? That's another topic. What's the difference between good hands and bad hands? What would you call good hands? And what would you call bad hands? We could talk about that nonstop if they give it a boom, 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 boom. And I ain't, and I want to make it clear that I'm not giving the hands that much credit over the breed and the joint, but I'm just leaning towards it's more of the hands that make these dogs great or whatever, whatever. But like the bloodlines is a major. I mean, the breeder and the blood is a major part. Understand? But I just say, and I be right balling. I would think that both of us right, and we just talking shit, because sometimes it's probably what you say, sometimes is what I'm saying. So it's good convo to help through the work day, but I'm really saying what I really think is in my mind, and I'm open for saying what you're saying if I make it make sense to me. I'm still feeling like this is making sense. It seemed like you still feeling like that breeder shit making sense and we going at it. Non-stop. Oh, okay, I read that, right? You rarely find a person that's hitting the trifecta. Usually a person is good at one area, maybe two. Salute that mic, Dan. You ain't lying. Dog, man, not dog fault. Not knowing what you got hands for, but knowing what you got is what you should know. Okay, man, Dr. Salute. Salute that. But how you gonna know? Okay, top shelf. Knowing what you got, man. But not, man, dog. It's on. All right, if the emphasis is on knowing, top shelf is saying, but how you gonna know? Without the hands. Top shelf come short surge, short and surge. It goes back to that way. Breeder. Breeder's the first hand. Okay, breeder's first hand. Salam. Look at it. Look like this. Made the breeding. Whelp them. Shows the hands. Them. Give that motherfucking breeder his first hand. And then second. Um. Oh. Oh man. Okay. First. Give him credit. First hands. Give him credit. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that. What you call it? The first hands. So hands. But I'll get you. The breeder had the first hands. All right. But it's still the hands. So I give you that. I give you all. I give you that. No one's hands involved. You saying it was hands from the beginning. I got you. I'm even gonna soup it up for you. It was hands from the beginning. The breeder had to actually keep these motherfuckers alive to give them to you for you to put your hands on them. So hands was always involved from the beginning. All right. I could get you that. It's still hands. It's still hands, and I understand what you're saying. And it was and it was good. That's some good shit. Some good shit. I seen some actors. Word, Bruce B. Those are the best breeders. The breeder cooking that shit, y'all know them hands coming around, eating just one. For me, it's rolling, not bringing it out. Gang. I think we all, I think we all in the kitchen. We all in the kitchen. I just think the whip game, I got a different little, but I think we all look the same same type of thing. But that's what make us individuals. That's what make us individuals. What we was just doing today. That's what really makes us individuals. Got 18 more minutes. I'm rocking with y'all, though. I'm taking you to 5. I'm gonna take you to 5. Get a breeder credit first, hand second. That's all I'm saying. Shit. I hear you, Bob. I heard you, bro. Hold on, y'all. I'm not mute. I'm gonna answer the call. Hold on. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. I'm back. I'm back. Give the breeder credit for hands. I gave him credit, Ball, because you made me do it. So I gave him credit because his hands. When you said that shit, I seen his hands fucking with the puppies and all that and doing all that shit you talking. So I had to include the hands right there. His hands did. It was a good point. You scored on it. I gave it to you. Salute. Boom, boom, boom. Bruce Banner, pressure, BRB. That's because you don't pick up the litter. It's all a gamble, no pun. Salute. I got Edward Scissors hands. Bad doctor. All righty. Not working comes with the territory, but bad hands would do the same to a good one. Salute pressure. Maybe a mutant. Hey Mo, we need 3 categories: the breeder hands and hands-on breeders. Shit, we cooked the fuck out this shit, ball. You did. You came in. We cooked the fuck out of it. We had a good one. Let me see. There's no wrong answer. We cooking and enjoying ourselves. Yes, sir. That's how I feel, Pressure. That's how I feel. Ain't no more damn link, Mad Doctor. You doing good in the chat. Like Roster Man said, that dude said, ain't no more damn chili beans. I'm telling you, ain't no more damn link. And you did good. I gave you a win today. You did good today. You did good up here today. You got to win up this bitch. Hell yeah, Breeder could say, hell nah. Get your monkey ass, and I ain't selling you shit. Just a nice little debate for the community. Yes, sir. If you're not a dog man first, I'm not buying nothing from you ever. Everybody a breeder. Got you. Salute, Top Shelf. Top Shelf say, I got you. Top Shelf say, I guess Top saying all his breeders that he got his dogs from, that was a party for him. What Ballin saying, Ballin expecting that from his breeders. And Top Shelf is more saying, I ain't even buying from no breeder that ain't putting hands on the dogs. So salute to both of y'all. Salute to both of y'all. Salute to both of y'all. Salute to Big Tony always. I think it's the breeder's fault sometimes because how many got an experience where the breeder tell you, nah, I don't have what you're looking for. This batch ain't it. Got you, Tony. Right shot. Real shit, Tony. Boom, boom, boom. If it ain't no blood, what you gonna put in your hands? If it ain't no blood, what you gonna put in your hands? Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get this package. Hold on. Everything good? Y'all keep on rocking. Sir, what they talking about? He said, shutting my shit live off the front porch. All right, man, dog. Realest shit J-Bo ever sold. I mean, realest shit J-Bo ever said. If you ain't keeping shit out the litter, I don't want that shit either. I know that's right. I know that's right. Let me see. Smoke one and drink one time. I'm already started. I've been smoking, nigga. Right? If the breeder knows he keeping the best 2, 3, and he knows he's selling you a pet home dog, setting you up. Ready rain around here, thunder and lightning coming. That was the first sound, thunder. Supreme, what the fuck did you put in? Some of these emojis y'all put up, man. That's how I know I'm old. Some of that shit I be lost. And y'all niggas be still. Y'all be understanding the emojis and talking in the emojis and shit. Some of that shit I can't hardly see. I don't know what the. Oh, I see. It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom he put up. This nigga just put a mushroom up with shit. Mushrooms nasty as shit. I never. Shit make my motherfucking stomach hurt. I never got why niggas was eating that shit. Motherfucking stomach hurting and shit. before you get before you get to the whatever the euphoria, you gotta go through a motherfucker punching you in your stomach, like go through that for a couple minutes, then you gonna be all right. Man, fuck that shit. Fuck that. You niggas wanna get high too much. Fuck that shit. Just let me get a smoke a bob. I ain't going through no pain first to get high. You go through this little bit of pain first and then you be right. Man, fuck that. I wanna be chilling, period. Doorman TV. Hold on, where we at? Salute. Let me see. Right, boo. Salute, chat and Toyo. Me too. Me too, man. Doc. Doorman TV. Everybody thinks they're a breeder. That's the problem. Motherfuckers breeding pups before they even got 100 points in the confirmation ring. God damn. God damn. Baller. That's how you feel today? Shit. Hmm, God damn. Okay. Shit don't hurt. Already, man. You know what it is. M1. Yeah, Tony. Before I do that, I bet that motherfucker be sitting at Ma Duke's house waiting for her to bring them Girl Scout cookies. Oh yeah, pressure. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm glad it worked for you, boy. I'm glad it worked for you. That's all I was trying to do. Help a brother out. Help somebody out get through the workday to to y'all, get you through it. Make it not, you know how it is. Thinking about y'all sometimes. Sitting on my motherfucking ass and shit, and I know them my niggas out here bulldogging and shit. I could at least talk some shit to them till they get off work, make their day easier and shit. Yeah, that's all. I can't do a lot. I do what I can though. Talking shit to y'all ain't nothing. The least I could do. I'm gonna watch Hump Day tonight. Lay back and watch Hump Day tonight and shit. Hump Day, of course. Don't y'all forget tap into the hump day tonight. Cat Brothers. You know how they do. They get it cracking over that jump. Definitely, definitely I'll be over there with y'all. Gonna have, the rest of the week should be fire because we got Bulldog and Bo Thursday night. Uh-huh. Friday you got Twin. Then Saturday, the weekend, you know how we do. We got the court SDA bangs out with the court and then the after court joint where we chop it up. And then Sunday, Bulldog Sunday, shit, right back with Bulldog and then Bo. Then we start off Monday again. Go right back through that week, Bulldog. Y'all already know how we do Bulldog the whole motherfucking week. Hmm. I appreciate y'all too for coming through interacting with me too. Made it easy for me. Made it easy and enjoyable. Oh shit. Toyo, is you a shoemaker? They shit on their ass all day. Salute, Mad Doctor 5 and 1. You gotta win today. You gotta win today, bro. You did. You was rocking today. You was bulldog. You always be bulldogging though. You always be bulldogging, you know. See, that's what I mean by the good hands. You a good bulldog. You just need to be in the right hands. Cause nigga, you go all you go if you in the wrong hands, ain't no telling what the fuck will happen if you in the wrong hands. But see over here with me, you in good hands, bro. You in good hands. I know how to sit your ass down. That you know how you fuck with me like that. See, I'm good hands. Come over here, boom. You did good over here. I don't care what you do after that. When you go over them other niggas shit, they cut you loose. Hey, do what you do, my nigga. Act the fool, my nigga. Yeah, you only gotta act right with Toyo. Fuck them other niggas. You can act the fool with them niggas. Fuck them. Yeah, let me see. What do y'all think is the hardest sport? Salute, third. Salute, blood. You know I see you in the building. Whole lot of bulldog talk. For real, my nigga. Ballin'. What do y'all think is the hardest sport to train your dog for? Treadmill racing, weight pulling, lower coursing, wall climb, or tug of war? Um, shit. I would say, hmm, damn. Ooh, all of them. I guess the wall. I would say maybe all of them. I would pick the wall climbing. I would say, did you got wall climbing up there? You ain't even got wall climbing up there. What the fuck? You didn't even put wall climbing up there. I just added some shit. But all those don't seem that hard for no pit bull. I ain't gonna lie. All those, that's something that those things are things like daily exercises for pit bulls and shit for some good hands. Some good hands. That could be a daily routine for good hands for some. Shit. So that wasn't nothing hard up there for a pit bull. That's why I had add in the wall climb because I ain't see nothing hard up there. That wall climb shit seem. I see that's something that probably still ain't hard for a pit bull, but because I seen them, go up trees for squirrels and shit, and climb fences and shit like that. So like all that shit. I would say the wall climb, but you ain't even put that up there. All that other shit, I don't even think that's hard. But I would say the wall climb. All that other shit is just bulldog trained exercises. That's exercises for real, for real. That's why I like these events and stuff like that. You know, and I'm going to be participating. In my old ass last shot and go try to do something, get acclimation or whatever. At least get some dogs active because a lot of that stuff is healthy for the dog. It ain't nothing but what I mean, good exercise and boom. That's why I threw out them records that some dogs have out here. Since they say our motto is our dogs can beat our motto is our dogs can do anything another dog can do and whoop their ass. So like I be throwing them records out there. The 100-yard joint is 6.9 seconds for the dog. I don't think a pit bull did it, but I think a pit bull might could do it. That's the challenge on the hands. And it's another challenge on the hands out here. A 30-foot dock dive. Somebody did 30 feet off the dock. If pit bulls could do everything else other dogs can do and whoop ass, I mean, it's challenges out here for the hands. You know, just because we can't do the historical purposes no more, don't get lazy and start just paper shuffling and shit. It's other things to carry this shit on. You know, you might laugh and say, this nigga talking about dock diving and all that shit. Man, look at it as exercise and having fun with your dogs, man. That's all it is. I ain't saying like your dog doing some more like nah, but like it's still being active with your dogs and being able to keep your dogs and not be in trouble. And hey man, hey, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But I'm just saying. That's why I throw little shits out there, because it's challenges for you. Challenges for you to keep your hands sharp. Prove that shit that they say our dogs can do everything and whoop a dog ass. We already proved the whoop ass part. Now what about this other shit these other dogs doing? Getting money. Can we get money with the joints? Do they have to just live a poor, rough life? Can they be respected and celebrated? And can somebody take it to where as though we could put the ticket on these dogs that we or whatever, put that ticket on them and make them respected? Or we just gonna be keep on being, not respecting the dogs and giving these well-bred dogs and all the shit we went through about these dogs. We just letting people shit on these dogs like this and make dogs off of our dogs like bullies and shit are not functional no more and they could get triple the price of us. That's all a reflection of our hands to me. What our hands was only made for that other shit, the historical shit. We're the hands that's about taking these dogs to another level, putting some respect on the dog name, all in all arenas. Because the motto was we could do everything other dogs can do and whoop ass. Okay, the and whoop ass part was easy. All right, so what's this other shit? What's this other shit? Come on, talk to me. I know you don't want your dogs. You feel a certain type of way, man. Get out the emotional shit. Do something for the dog. Do something for somebody besides yourself. You know, and the dog still want to do shit. And most of y'all shit probably is good wall climbers and frisbee chasers and shit. Stop trying to keep them unemployed just because you want some other shit. You got some frisbee catchers and shit, dock divers and shit out there. Stop acting like all y'all got is Maydays and Zebos and all that. Nigga, you got motherfucking Lassie over there too. You got Lassie over there like a motherfucker. So stop fucking playing. You got a whole lot more Lassies than you got of Maydays and Zebos and shit. You niggas think just because they look like them dogs don't mean they them dogs. Motherfucking dogs do Lassie shit too. Let them be Lassie if they could be Lassie. God damn it. Break a record on some Lassie shit. Make niggas pay that top dollar for your puppies also because you did some old Lassie shit with them. Ain't nothing wrong with that, nigga. The genetics is still there, nigga. Let them niggas act like they shit different or whatever. Let them keep on acting like crabs in the motherfucking burrow and shit, do all that shit. Take your dog to new heights. Take your dog to new heights. Or don't. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Or don't. Fuck it. Shit. Let me see. Every what talk? Pressure was talking real talk. Let me see. Weight pulling because it takes time to get them up to them big weights. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could really fuck them up. Mad Dog, shut the hell up, son. Hell yeah, pressure, weight pulling, wall climb, and dock dive in my top three. Real talk, pressure. Every day I got a chance to talk to y'all. I can't wait till tomorrow. Real talk, y'all good people, even the one better than whatever the fuck. Most of us still rock out. What time is? Oh yeah, we made it to 5. That's Dog Man TV. I love talking real from the '90s. Talk, talk your shit, Big Hill, cause you taking one to the Southern Show, and I'm going win one of them Big ass trophies. I know that's right, pressure. Salute, bro. You already know, bro. Nah, for real, we got one that'll jump over the moon with the with the cow. real, real talk, ball. Real talk. I love it. I love it. Hey, if Lassie is on my yard, he just visited not long. Hey, I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey man, salute to y'all, man. It's 5 p.m. Y'all go ahead, man. Take it easy. Don't be out there road raging and shit. Try to hurry up and get home. Nah, just chill, man. Chill, man. Chill. Get on home. Make it home to your family, man. And tell them Toyo helped you make it home and say salute to the family for me. It's your brother, Big Toyo. If y'all stay royal, I will stay loyal. I'm out. Salute.